they're doing some aging stuff and gives me a dimple and a thing. And then they slap me in the ass. They give me
out there.
They give me some French fries. They get me in a headlock and really drop kick me to the stage. They're really strong.
They give you a shot of adrenaline like Pink Floyd. Get out there, kid. You're like, oh. Let's get into it. We're on Superfly with Dana, and we're going to start with New York City.
And I am in New York City, so if you hear a siren, don't think it's some in where Spade's location is. I do go to the Saturday Night Live parties, and I always go, well, I'll leave at 3 a.m. It's freaky that you get a second win. You get up maybe at 8 or 9, and then you go all the way to 1 a.m. for the good nights, fluffed and folded. Why you going? Are we going? You know, the death of an episode of Saturday Night Live is if people ask, where is the party too early? Like it's 6 o'clock in the hour. You know, it's like 6 p.m. Where's the party tonight? It means they're not focused.
Oh.
But anyway, I go and I eventually end up with Lauren and we're there together. So basically I get into the bed at the hotel. I look at my phone. It says 5:30 a.m. and then I turn the light out. And I'm not a night owl. I go to bed at 9 a.m.
No, you're a baller, dude. That's crazy because, you know, I used to do the SNL parties, and now if something's at 11, I'm like, how in God's green earth? If it's not, you know, New Year's Eve, how do you get up the gumption to stay up till 11? If there's nothing energetically happening and you're just sitting around, it's hard. But if there's something going on, you're out, then you stay up. But
people, yeah, the party they're pretty intense. There's a lot of people there, and I got to hang out with Stevie Nicks, who couldn't have been more adorable.
No, for sure.
You know,
sure. Legend.
Ariana Grande was definitely relieved after the show. The show she did a great show. She can kind of do anything. I have to say,
she is hilarious. She's great.
Yeah.
I think I wanted to tell her if I ever saw her. Just the last time I saw her on the show, her impressions were great. When she would sing a bunch of different people, and then she's funny. She did a Jennifer Lawrence last time that was funny. So I didn't see all her sketches, but the ones I saw, she is just, does a great job.
Powerhouse.
Real pistol.
She's a pistol, and she's one of those people you go, what can't she do? So she was there with a friend, and I said, she kind of does everything right. I go, can she dance? And he goes, oh yeah, she can dance. She can sing, she can dance, does comedy impressions. So that was really fun. And I was talking to a woman at the party. You know, you get whipped around.
By the way, she's a twig too, by the way. In real life, she weighs 66. She's tiny.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. She's such a powerhouse. She wasn't tired. I think people get on her about being thin. She didn't look tired. She's energetic. She gives it in every sketch. There's absolutely no complaints.
No, she's just the size person she is, and it works for her. She has really funny energy. I saw her walking down the hallway in the costume for the castrati. There was a thing that she was playing a boy who was castrated.
Yeah, they're like that one, yeah.
And when I saw the costume just walking down casually,
it's just funny.
I said, okay, this is going to work. You know, sometimes you have to.
So you met a woman. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was talking to a woman. You know, you turn and then there's somebody, oh, hey, you know, and it was her mom. And I go, oh, that's cool. Does the apple fall very far from the tree? And she goes, I'm an engineer. Okay.
Oh. So she just went off and did her own thing. Not a full Nepo baby.
No, she's just, she's what can I say? You know, I mean, good Lord. That's why, long story short, I put on lipstick and a dress and a wig in a sketch about Jennifer Coolidge. They threw it at me Thursday night, and I just thought, in my age group, I never really was in drag because church ladies, whatever you think she is, there's no lipstick, there's no. But then they explained to me that the character, it was like a Snow White thing or something, that my Jennifer Coolidge has been trapped in the mirror for hundreds of years, Chloe told me.
Yeah, and so you look the closest to 200.
So when I came out, but I think we have I had a lot of guests backstage, and Lovitz was one of them. So he took a video of me, which I posted, but I think it's funny to talk about because.
Oh, he took that?
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get through the thing. Here we go. I'm trying to rehearse it.
Let's play it.
See mouth magic. Wow. So we're gonna have
I love it. Look at the
sex
boots.
with
Your
this
shoes
guy
on.
tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
What
Just
if
learning.
we messes
Continued.
up our lipstick?
What? Oh, wait.
Let's
That
test
got
it by
cut.
eating some corn. This is good. Hey, wow, let's test it by eating some corn.
I love it. This is solid BTS. You got your down
Hey,
jacket.
can I have the rest of your
But you're literally saying it in your head out loud, kind of.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, because between dress
the
and
beats
air,
are.
for time, they had to remove about 4 beats. One was we eat corn. It was a lot wilder, but it was, you know, it was amazing.
Oh,
It
like
made-
this. And it's flying around.
It's just a non sequitur. Hey, wow, let's eat some corn. They suddenly have
Yeah.
corn. Can I have
Yeah,
your
funny.
corn? It was kind of an acidy, esoteric sketch. I still
They
don't
could do that
quite
again.
understand it, but that was fun. Should I tell you a few things about living in New York, or do you want to
Of course.
respond? You have any questions?
No, I'm saying they could probably do that sketch again because it's sort of a good trick. You've got a host mimicking this cast member, which is a good fun thing for the host, and then that side mirror kind of makes sense. Doesn't 1,000%, but it's funny.
Yeah, kind
It
of.
makes enough sense till we get it.
Yeah.
And then it's just 3 people. Now it's just funny 3 people trying to act the same and lip sync to what they're saying, and of course get it wrong. It's funny.
And then I guess it's maybe other people are more aware, but I was casually aware that lipstick commercials do have long phrases. Maybelline's lip color, lips, special lip. So that was something
Yeah.
that I think that our Heather would understand.
The day and night out on the town, go with your first date lipstick.
Yeah. With the lippity, lip, color. All right. Casual observation about New York City. First of all, it's like being in Midtown walking around. It's like being in Disneyland on a Saturday during a holiday.
Mhm.
I mean, it's literally that packed. And now they have people on bikes and bike lanes called Citibank bikes. And they're going 40 miles per hour. So you're just looking for cars, but there's separate lane. God.
On your right,
Oh, yeah.
on your left.
Totally. And then, I go to the pharmacy and it's got all the stuff. It's got a little grocery store. And you go in and there's a 6'8" guy with a flak jacket and an Uzi, just very serious with combat boots, just over by the ATM looking around. It's just not quite like
Good guy or bad guy? He's a good guy.
Good guy. A guy who just says
Good guy.
not here. He's a guy who just says
Not here.
not here, not now, not on my turf. But if you live up in maybe Idaho or something, you may not get as much of that. So
Right. I mean, you see, I was just watching our local news and I'm like, this should be a crime show because it should be the crime channel. Every other story is like another smashing, another ATM was ripped out through the fucking fireplace of someone's house. They're just showing people ripping out ATMs with trucks out of, and everyone's like, and they warned this 7-Eleven, you should probably lock them down better. It's never about don't steal it. It's about how can we hide it, trick people into not
totally.
stealing.
Oh yeah, the shelves are bare, really. Basically, I mean, and you have to get a key to
Very
get in
sad.
to get lotion and stuff, and it's kind of like
Can I get some rubbers on aisle 8? It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, and it's a little bit like my doctor nurse. It's like, oh, you want to do what? Well, I'd like to get some, some vitamin C. That's under lock and key. I'm going to have to get the manager.
Let me call corporate.
But by the
Are
way,
you for sure going to
and-
buy it?
by the way, and guess what? Yeah, I know, right? They are paranoid. So even the flak jacket guy is looking at me. I've got a puffy jacket on, black baseball cap. So he doesn't know. So I'm walking toward him. He's standing right next to the ATM, and I kind of whip out my wallet. And the second time I did it, I kind of did it very carefully. Like, here's the wallet. My hand's in my pocket, and then there's he's looking
Show
right
your hands.
there. Yeah, you don't know if it's like stick them up.
You don't want to get
buddy.
gunned down.
Mm-hmm. I've been very busy out here in a way. I mean, I could have a boozy lunch or a boozy dinner with some friend every day.
Oh, I knew it. I'm like, hey, New York fun, and you're on the show, and there's a host, there's cast, there's friends that are visiting. You saw Lovitz.
Mhm. Hello.
Lovitz must
our
have been
friend-
like, I'm available for sketches.
Oh, he was there the whole time. He's like, I'm
Mm.
only going for the dress show because I have to do something tomorrow. And then he says, oh, I'll stay for the air show. Then he stays for the air show. I'm not going to the party. I have something I have to do tomorrow. Next thing you know, he's at the party. It's 3:30 in the morning.
Of course.
I should
I love
go,
it.
but I'm not. Jealous?
I'm not going to sit with you and Lauren. Scooch.
Scooch
Yeah.
away.
Well, I mean, I like the fact that you're like at 3 a.m. going, should I call it quits early? But that's true, I guess. The show's at 1. You're high on adrenaline. The adrenaline kind of goes away, though, because you're like, blah, blah. Once you get in that elevator, you go down, you get in a limo. Just on the way to the party, you start to go, oh, fuck. Like it's dissipating. And then you get the party. Yada, da, 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 da.
Da, and they come up. What do you want to eat immediately?
Hey,
and
Brett,
feel like a
I
cocktail.
know. Oh, you get to eat, too. But
At
you're
this
starving, I'm
restaurant,
sure.
Yeah, you're kind of starving, and then the next day you pay for staying up till 5:30. You're like,
Do they move it every week like they used to do?
yeah. Every place is different. This was at Saks Fifth Avenue, a restaurant inside.
Oh, I like that one, La Avenue. I like that one.
They're all-
I had my
they're all-
birthday there.
They're all beautiful. Another casual observation that people that know, I'm not normally recognized anywhere, but I have the hat on, the vest around my neck. I've got a phone up like this. I'm looking down. I'm going full tilt, walking as fast as I can. Another guy comes the same way, walking super fast, goes, hey, like you on SNL. And then, phew, that's it.
Yeah. Dan Blarney.
All they're seeing is this, like you on SNL. Phew. And also, finally, it's very sweet. Doormen, people who work at the hotel. If I give them 10 seconds of Biden, they laugh so hard for nothing. Come on, I got to get out of here and go find a taxi. Yeah, you get your facts straight, Jack. And guess what? And by the way, they're like, hey, thank you, Mr. Carvey. Thank you for that, Mr. Carvey. So it's
You
very
do
sweet.
that service. You do a service.
Yeah, we like laughing
We
over
appreciate
here.
it.
We love what you're doing on that show you're doing over there with that guy.
You've been a cast member now 58 years. No, I went away. Oh, yeah. I don't see it too much.
Hey, I stopped watching when Bill Murray left, but
Yeah.
it's always
You
like
still
one
doing
guy-
Land Shark?
Yeah.
Am I still doing Land Shark? No, that was someone else, and that was 500 years ago.
The last really good season was Billy Crystal, Mont Short, Christopher Guest.
Everyone's last before
Everyone-
it sucked.
But and then it's had some bad years and stuff, But your era was
A
fine.
safe answer about us. You go socks now. That's just an easy one to start with. And you go, actually, there's some fun stuff.
Most of the comments are the last time Saturday Night Live was funny. If I look at an article online,
Yeah.
was 81 or 86 or
Mm.
90, but nothing in the last 20 years. SNL hasn't been
Right.
funny in a birdie.
I always say there's always a sketch or two that's funny every week, and it's kind of always been that way. It's overall, maybe it's been better or worse, but you hit a few home runs and then a lot of them clank, but that's just the way it is.
Yeah, I go
Right?
by Lauren's assessment, which is that whatever age you are that you find music,
Oh,
you never forget it. What age you are when you first see people acting ridiculous at 11:30 at
acting a
night,
fool.
then you never forget your cast. And that's
Like
that's
seventh
your-
grade through high school is like
Yeah.
a good chunk when you watch, and it's sort of getting away with something. It's kind of dirty.
kind of nasty.
All right, I'll tell you about my stupid weekend.
Okay, what happened? I heard good things. I'll just say that.
All right. Did the special. That was in Denver. Two
On-
shows.
Encore for the first show. Did you come back out? What's up?
They did stand up. I came out and took a photo. I should show you. I don't think I'm allowed to. I'll show it next week if I can.
Standing.
I mean,
Oh,
Who cares? But standing, well, whatever.
That's
Some
good.
of them. But I think there's also, it's like a favor. They're like, we're on camera. I feel like this is the time we should stand up. But it was a good set. I will say Denver has good crowds, and I knew
Oh, yeah.
that because I always played Comedy Works there. So 2 shows in one night is tough. Gervitz, of course, our manager, was like this on the couch in between. He had a huge pretzel. I should show a picture.
he has a pretzel the size of a steering wheel of a semi truck, and it's rotated on a platter, and it's upright like a Ferris wheel.
I might be able to put the clip into YouTube, but it's so funny. They go, we're having dinner. He goes, we're going to Yard House? Someone's out of cash. I go, no, I just want to go to Yard House because it's connected basically to the theater. I don't mind Yard House, by the way, but I fake hem and hawed. I go, we got to go there. Meanwhile, I love it.
You want
I
it
got-
convenient, and I'm sure it's great.
Yeah, easy. And it's like not like
Yeah.
stuffy. I can always tell on the road. I don't want to go to a place that has like, squid and octopi. And, you're just like, I just want something normal. So I eat some stuff and he goes, I'm just going to get a pretzel. And then they bring it. It's like, they think he's 7. They bring it like on a fishing line. Like, here's your pretzel. It's like a huge pretzel. And I'm like, that's not for, and he goes, that's mine. And I'm like, you got a pretzel on a fishing rod? And then they bring it over and he's like, I go, God damn. And then of course, because he's carved out.
He's like a little monkey person. He
goes, I'll eat it like a sandwich. It's huge. Anyway, I go, Mark, I don't know if you should have 10,000 carbs right now. So we talk about the special. I go in, I do it. And then between shows, Alex is back there. We're just like redoing my set list and switching stuff around. Just because second show, you get to do whatever you want.
Yeah,
but in between, he's like this. I'm going to see Dana tomorrow. I go, oh, you're going to see Dana? Just rat-a-tat-tat with the clients. Hop stone to stone. Don't get your feet wet.
I click all the boxes. Then I get back to my mansion.
I said I did it. I saw your special. I saw Dana. Back to the mansion. Look at my
show.
dog. He jumped in the pool. Did I show you the video?
Right. I'll get you a dog if you want. As far as restaurants, just for a second, I went to this steakhouse for a charity, and we got like 10 compliments of the chef. You ordered tons of food. All your entrees, salmon or pasta, whatever. And then compliments of the chef kept coming. It's calamari.
Oh, they give you freebies. Oh, yeah.
Compliments of the chef. So then we ordered a dessert. So everyone would get one spoonful. Compliments of the chef. It was like a village of desserts. It had platforms that were elevated. It was 1,000,000 calories. Compliments of the chef. How do you go?
Funny. You don't even need to order anything.
Yeah.
Tell that chef to go shove it up his ass. Yeah, I've had enough.
I made
How
a little
big
card.
Do you think I am?
I made a little card. I had a pencil. It just said thanks, but no thanks. When they try to get with more compliments of the chef, compliments of the chef. It's very nice, but 2 people were hospitalized for stomach problems.
Yeah. Yeah, because of oversaturation. I go there and they go, you can always tell they're going to send you something. They go, any allergies? Allergic to anything? And I go, no. And they bring me a big penicillin cake. I go, well, I don't love penicillin. I'm not allergic to it, but I'll eat it. So they give me that. And then they also go, they always have someone stop by your table. It's like a free card. How's it going over here? You guys good? You need anything? I'm the regional VP of this quadrant of the back of the daytime. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. But you never need anything. And it's like, no. And then if you ever do, the guy goes, I'm the CEO of all the yard houses in history. Just want to stop by if you need anything. I go, you got any A1? And they're like, oh.
No, we were interrupted so much that I nicknamed the restaurant Interrupto. Well, welcome to Interrupto. We're trying to have a conversation. These people, me and Robert Smago were auctioned off as have a dinner date with us. We're right in the middle of, Wayne's
Oh, and that's your auction dinner?
Yeah. And they're very super nice people. It was really fun. But Interrupto, they're like, is everything okay? And the order, they go, well, we have a great fish. I go, is it the head and the tail too? Oh, yes, it's the head and the tail.
Oh, yeah.
But we fillet it. So they showed the fish, and it was wrapped up in a blanket. Was it like it was at a morgue or something? I felt bad for it.
Sickening.
I know. I don't
No, we come to your table. We smash the head with a mallet.
First, we show you the head. Then we show you with the tail. And then we go backstage at Interrupto and do the magic. And then you get filet.
Interrupto. Oh, God. Every time you do a punchline, you go, and then the third guy says, and someone goes, you guys doing okay over here?
Is everything all right? Can I get you anything?
Yes.
And so I met my wife, and the reason we decided to get married, can we help you with anything? You need more water? Hey, fuck you, Interrupto.
Your water's down 1/4 inch. I go, I don't want to leave with a full water. How about that? Like, I'll get it to the bottom and then we'll leave. You don't have to go. I go, okay. I go, don't top me. It's okay.
Yeah,
anyway, Interrupto. But we sound like the biggest ingrates. But the truth is, you don't really need to order anything. You just get some potato skins, and the rest they just bring out. Hey,
we understand. I always say this first world problem, but it is funny because we were trying to talk, and it was Interruptos. I won't say the name of the restaurant because they were great. I mean, they were just hovering.
I'd rather eat at Interruptos. So then I go to Kansas City the next night, and I hung out with Mahomes all night.
That's cool.
Yeah, Jackson Mahomes. Anyway,
I thought it was Patrick Mahomes.
No, it's his brother.
Can we get a rim shot?
And Kelsey. Steve Kelsey, guy went to my
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the joke. But Jackson Mahomes is,
I was hanging out with Bill Streisand, her younger
There
brother,
you
Bill
go.
Bill Streisand. he was terrific.
So, what would you do, Dana? I'm in the middle of my act. I'm doing this thing about a dog. I don't want to give it away. It's so funny. It's not really dirty, but some of my stuff is for adults.
Yes.
Yeah. And I'm in the middle of my act, and I do this thing where I kind of act it out, and I turn around. Front row, I see this guy, it looks like with really long hair like this, and an empty seat next to him. I'm like, curious, piqued my interest. But you can't look at someone for more than a second because you forget your act. You know how it is. So
Yeah.
I go, I got to go back to that guy. So I start something else. I look back. And while they're laughing uproariously for about 20 to 40 minutes, I look over and he doesn't have long hair. He's with a girl. I'm like, is that his wife? No, it's a 7-year-old girl with long hair. It's his daughter. And I'm like, and it throws me. And so I kind of pause. And I think, was this guy a coyote from the border? He's bringing kids in. You know, I just thought, what's going on here? So I go, hey, man, is that
a coyote from the border?
You know, coyotes bring.
I understood. It's kind of a dark thing in a comedy show.
Yeah.
He's sex
I just
trafficking.
didn't know, Dana.
Yeah.
I just didn't know.
I know, but you're trying to do your
Could have
act.
been anything.
Now you're thinking about sex trafficking. It kind of, unless you
Yeah, I
have a
think
bit
there's a
about that.
coyote here.
Yeah.
So I go, hey, man. Oh, who's that? And he goes, oh, this is my daughter. Nonchalant. I go, how old are you, hon? She goes, 7. You're in the front row. I go, you got pretty good seats. I go, who's your daughter? Meghan Markle? Jesus, it's got some money.
Well, wait a minute. What happens?
I'm like, I think that my show is for 16 or 18 and under, but I found out it doesn't say that.
Up.
18 and up, yeah. But I found out it's for all ages. Now, that's Nate Bargatze's gig. He's got a clean act, like, you know.
Totally clean.
It's squeaky.
Yeah.
But mine is a little rougher on the edges, nothing too horrible, but enough to where I don't want to say it to a 7-year-old. So I said, oh, and then I got her name. Then I kept referring back to her. And I even talked about porn at the end. And I go, hey, something like, are you people finding it's getting harder to watch porn on an airplane? And then I look over and I go, like, hey, maybe take her to get some popcorn. Guy's like, couldn't care less. And I'm like, I can't change my act for 2,000 people when there's one, you know, I don't know what to do.
What's the rawest thing that you had to do in front of the 7-year-old girl?
I shouldn't say. I don't
Fake
know. It was not too bad. Gawk. No, there's some stuff I do. I do talk about adult films, but she was fine. And then afterwards, you know, people wait by your car to sign Funkos and whatever. So I go say hi to some people. And I start to get in the car. Can we get a picture? And I'm already in the car. I roll it down. No, I don't roll it down. I see
that's her.
The guy and the daughter.
The guy and the
daughter. So I roll it down. I get a picture with her because I thought this is just a funny story. I don't know. And I thought
I've had it, and I make my whole show about the kid. It was a boy recently, and he's in the front row with his dad, and he's like 7 or 8, and I just keep referring to him. I get his name. It becomes part of the show. And
it is funny to do that, but 7, I thought if she was like 12 or 14, they'd think it was funny. But the kid doesn't even know she doesn't even know I'm on stage.
No,
She's
it's kind of tricky. Was that your first or second show?
That was the next night in Kansas City.
You weren't taping. Okay, all right.
No, I didn't. And taping, I don't know if I would have gone on such a tangent, you know. But at Kansas City, I said, "Oh, she thinks I'm Taylor Swift anyway." So she walked out of there going, Taylor Swift was there. I have a question.
You have a goatee, and she thought, so she might have been more like 4. Daddy, he likes
she saw blonde hair.
Yeah, he liked Taylor Swift, Daddy. He got fuzzies on face, Daddy. Taylor Swift, we
went to Taylor Swift tonight. How was she? She was a little dirty.
Yeah, she say naughty words. Me cry on way home.
She talks about porn a lot. And now a word from our sponsors at Betterment. Do you want your money to be motivated? Do you want your money to rise and grind? Do you think your money should get up and work? Well, don't worry. Betterment is here to help. Betterment is the automated investing and savings app that makes your money hustle. Their automated technology is built to help maximize returns, meaning you can invest with Betterment.
Your money can auto adjust as you get closer to your goal. Rebalance if your portfolio gets too far out of line, and your dividends are automatically reinvested. That can increase the potential for compound returns. In other words, your money is working like a dog while you can be sleeping like one and snoring like one too. You'll never picture your money the same way again. Betterment, the automated investing and savings app that makes your money hustle.
Visit betterment.com to get started. Investing involves risk. Performance is not guaranteed. Here's my question. Flying home. This is the last question. Then we'll get to all the hot.
Oh, we got hot
stories.
topics. Good Lord.
No, but we'll say that.
But
So,
all right.
when I'm flying home, I had 3 seats in coach. All 3 of us were in coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are the man of the people? So what are the rules of etiquette when you see people walk up to first class to use the bathroom? Now, I know you're not allowed to stop them, but legally, are you allowed to go up there and take a shit? It sounds gross, but I'm just thinking, that's pushing it.
Well,
That's
wait,
pushing
but did I get this right? You have three seats in coach. Is that right?
Yeah.
Did I get that wrong?
Yeah, I have
Did I
3.
get
There's
that
3
right?
of us. Yeah.
Now,
Did I get that right? I'm reading
now,
this. I'm reading this. These are your words.
You are your words, not mine. You are
Mhm.
a very successful international stand-up, and yet you fly coach because of issues with your orthopedic structure, or for what
Because
reason?
why? It doesn't make sense to the
Well,
American
also, you
people.
like to sit straight up anyway. You don't need a lounger.
Well, also I have people with me, and sometimes I'd rather sit and
3
coach with
abreast.
my buddies
Yeah.
than sit with someone next to me in first that I don't know. And it doesn't
Right,
matter.
I know.
If I have
They're-
TVs on the back, I just stare at the TV like a 2-year-old, and so I'm happy.
So did you and yourself as a coach passenger, your words, not mine, go to the first class bathroom and unload a small horse into the latrine?
No, a latrine. There was a guy next to me coughing the whole time. Not only coughing, but grotesquely sniffing up the bugs, but every 30 seconds on cue. And I was like, I couldn't deal with it. And he could not give a fat fuck. He's like this. He didn't look over and go. He just goes, couldn't care. Next to him is a college guy, head on his laptop, and the girlfriend rubbing his back. I think he's hungover. He gets up and goes to the back. I go pee later, mostly just to stand up. He's in there minimum 15 minutes.
Yep.
And I'm like this. And I asked, flight attendants are always nice to me. So I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I go, oh no. So he's puking, comes out. I let someone else go to soak the fumes into their clothes of the puke.
Sounds delightful.
He goes in the front, and I go to my buddy Bobby. I go, hey, I think this dude that was sitting here is sick. He goes, yeah. Now he went up to the front to puke.
to puke up there.
I
to
go, you can
balance the
barf
plane out. Yeah.
in first.
It's so much
can-
barf, it would affect the
Yeah.
trajectory of the jet. So the flight attendant said, could you load it up front?
Even it out.
Just so the plane
6 pounds
flies
back
normally.
there. 4 up there. Then he goes back to the back again. I'm like, we're going to have to land. Don't get on the plane if you're this fucking out of it. Like, this guy's obviously got the flu or diphtheria. And then the guy next to him is a college kid barfing. So not as fun in coach as we all would have thought. And that's it.
I get all kinds of things. You ever got a throat clear guy? You ever got a throat
Sick.
clearer?
Ugh.
every
hate it.
10 seconds for 7 hours. And that was the pilot. But my
I go, take your throat back to the shop. It's not working. Something's wrong.
Get a lozenge, gargle backstage, put a pillow over your head, or shoot me in the fucking head. Because I can't take one more clearing. We're over
I'm like this.
Topeka.
I'm such a dick about it.
If you tell him,
by the way, Coffee Sniffly is
Coffee.
watching a video, and it's old SNL. Not our era, but just old SNL sketches. I'm like, I just want him to know I'm mad at him, and I used to be on SNL.
You got to just start talking to your bandmates, your 2 friends, really loud, and just saying, Chris Farley, me and Chris Farley,
Dana Carvey.
Dana Carvey, But I do
Yeah.
when I go on SNL, and they're very nice. The audience, when I come out, I feel like a ghost coming out of the mist. I mean, if you don't listen to this podcast, you're like, where in the hell is this rowdy little baby face nutball been all these years?
Where's the Scraggle Rock?
And I'm like, here I come again. Come on now, get your facts straight, Jack. So it's fun to do Biden, and I'm just still winding into it. I did it on this podcast, but not with the full regalia. So I've got new hooks for this show Saturday. Brand new Bidens.
Who's the host this week? Michael Keaton?
A man named Michael Keaton. Was he on our podcast?
Yeah, he was.
I know. Super nice guy.
He's funny, dude.
And funny. So
how long does your hair and makeup take for what, Biden? Yeah. Heather has a question.
It used to be to get a bald cap really done well with latex and all this stuff would take basically an hour. Now they have a pit stop like Indianapolis 500. They got 5 guys. Yeah, because the gap, and it's 15 minutes to put the bald cap on, and then the makeup is not much. You know, I'm in a certain age group, but they're doing some aging stuff and gives me a dimple and a thing. And then they slap me in the ass. They give me
out there.
They give me some French fries. They get me in a headlock and really drop kick me to the stage. They're really strong.
They give you a shot of adrenaline like Pink Floyd. Get out there, kid. You're like, oh.
The two the two heads are Louie with the bald cap and makeup, and then Jody with her bandmates over. And the other side, the wig is delicately placed on my head. I tighten the tie or put it on, and I'm ready to go. Come on. And by the way, and guess what? The fact of the matter is, let me be clear. I ran out of stuff to say. So anyway, right. I'm having fun. Right. What else do we got? That's a half.
First story. Here we go.
Hour.
Yeah, we got a big show.
All right. We got a big show today. You've had a big show.
You've had a big show, and there's another one.
Okay.
Oh, I like this story.
Read it.
Actually, there's a follow-up. Kanye West allegedly told wife Bianca he wanted to have sex with her mom while she watched. This is a real no-no if you're married. This is a real no-no for a girlfriend.
Well, I mean, to each his own, and it happens a lot.
It does?
No. Cuckoo.
The funny thing is after this happened, I'm like, who's her mom? Like, of course, we barely know this young lady other than she wears, she's quite literally scantily clad. It's safe to say that, right? You've seen her?
If your boyfriend wants to put you in some kind of Falcon hoodie with a G-string and parade you down the streets of Rome, there's one word for that. Run!
Yeah.
But I love Kanye
He's got
West.
you and see through. Oh,
can we have him on the podcast? Like I know,
no,
but I do. Oh, it's too late.
He's walking and going, you like this shit, huh? Because she looks great. Anyway, a couple days later, I'm reading the Daily Mail or one of those places.
Daily Mail, crack cocaine for your brain.
Frickin' Bianca's mom. She's out and about, and she's strutting and peacocking like, what? Of course, she looks kind of cute. I'm like, oh, that's her mom. They're like, this is the one Kanye's lusting over. They hype it up a little bit. And then she's like, huh? Leaning over. Little old me, why am I so great? Hilarious.
Well, it's just funny.
Do we have a picture of her? Try to pull one up if you see one.
Where does that end? I mean, just in a marriage? Hey, can I have sex with your cousin? Your brother's daughter? Could I have sex? I mean, it's just like, when does somebody say, shut the fuck up, you sicko?
Yeah. Is anyone in your family tree technically available?
Is there any boundaries? She is. Okay, there she is.
Look at her. What's going on? Check me out.
Okay.
Got the heels on her way to Ralph's.
So anyway, that's a lot of work.
Kanye's in it. Attractive woman.
She's got the Jackie O sunglasses, long blonde hair. It's a lot of, she's decked out, a bracelet,
Feels like she's ready for a photo shoot around noon, but fine. So also, the rumor on the story was he texted Bianca, is that her name? Bianca, and said, hey, I want to have sex with your mom. Her answer could have been a myriad of things. She could have started with, but instead she said, she's married.
You know what? Since I deep dived on Daily Mail, I got a response to that, actually. I want to have sex with your mom. Her response was, again?
Oh yeah.
Exclamation point.
We've talked about this. No, she doesn't get offended. She's married. That's the reason why he can't.
Mm. I think people do a lot of, what's that song from the 1930s? No one knows what goes on behind closed doors.
No one knows what goes on behind closed. Charlie Pride, maybe?
I think so. One of my favorites was "You're Having My Baby." That wouldn't fly now in 2024.
Oh,
You're having my baby. Is it at least her baby or our baby? You're having my baby.
Oh, actually, he goes,
Frankie Valli?
It says like, no, it's not Neil Diamond, but having my baby. What a lovely way of saying what you're thinking of me. And he goes, the seed inside you, the seed. How sickening. I see it growing.
Oh my! Your seed is growing.
Yeah, he goes, I'm happy in knowing that you're having my baby. But then she sings, I'm a woman in love. But the best part is he casually goes, you didn't have to keep it. And you're listening on. He goes, I wouldn't put you through it. You could have swept it from your life, but you wouldn't do it. He didn't say you couldn't do it. He goes, but you wouldn't do it. Now you're having my baby. I'm like,
am I
hearing this right?
That sounds
that's real.
Oh, wow. I thought it was the chorus was, in case you forgot, you're having my baby. If you ever can't remember, you're having my baby.
I thought you were fat and getting fatter, but then you showed me the sonogram, but it doesn't matter because you're having my baby.
I know you might think that you're having your baby. Maybe you think you're having our baby, but none of those are true because you're having my baby. It's a little chauvinistic, a little ego.
It's interesting. You're right. I'm glad you brought it up. Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
That was a great run. There's a clip. Patrick's going crazy.
That's a good run. It's funny.
I guess so. Horrifying video appears to show accused killer Sarah Boone laugh as boyfriend dies trapped in a suitcase.
Warning.
Feel good.
This is a story. It's been around for a while. Ed, did you hear about this? A woman, so I guess I'm probably wrong. They get drunk. They're fighting. She tells him to get in his suitcase, zips it up, leaves about this much of the zipper so his finger can stick out, and then laughs at him and films it while he's like, hey, enough. I can't. It's hard to breathe in here.
Right.
And stays in there. And then she goes to bed. She laughs about it, filming, posts it, goes to bed, wakes up. Oh, right. Where's the boyfriend? Oh, he's in the suitcase. Okay, fun's over. And then he's like this. So it came up again because I think it's been about 4 years of this trial. And she's like, you guys aren't still mad about this? They're like, yes. And you're going to jail.
Did she have a defense that she was drunk and didn't understand and fell asleep? Or is it what is it? Is
you were a lawyer?
Well, I was a practicing lawyer before I got SNL.
I was a practicing lawyer.
This is
an unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Involuntary manslaughter, code 1. 3 to 5. She served 3. She's out in 6 months. But
who's her lawyer? Kim Kardashian. Yeah. So I don't know. So it's just so crazy that they have a video of her like talking to a suitcase.
Yeah.
And she's drinking wine, going, "What are you complaining about?"
Yeah. What's your problem? Ooh, look at me. I'm in a suitcase and I can't breathe. Get the fuck out of here. That's her testimony.
Are you tired? I'm tired. I'm going to go. You want to sleep here? You sleep in? Okay. You'll sleep in the suitcase as more punishment. And then it's just hard to get out of that being guilty.
Well, and also the whole industry rotated after that. They know that a lot of people were put in suitcases by loved ones and they couldn't get out. So now there's a interlocking thing where zipped or the thing you can get out of suitcases. That was, government. I think Biden's been got to be able to get out of a suitcase. Come on.
I took care of that.
You got a zipper on the inside.
Trump wants a zipper on the outside.
Trump wants everything that's on the outside. I got Trump's on his inside.
Every inside of the suitcase should have Swiss Army knife. Cut out like this.
Oh yeah, there's a little, yeah, like the little corkscrew things coming through the suitcase.
Mhm. Must I be the man in the suitcase?
All
I
right.
like that.
Note to
Next
self:
one.
if Paulo wants to put me in a suitcase, make sure you've got the Biden-y one.
Yeah.
You got to get the Biden-y one. You got to get the Biden one. It's got a hatch. You can get out of that hatch with no problem. I don't like him as president, but I love him as a suitcase guy.
By the way, when people guess what we're doing, like if they think we're political, they always go, "You did a joke about Biden, so you're for the other side. You did a joke about Trump." You can't say anything. The other day I said to someone, I go, "Oh, I just don't like these stores closing." And that one closed because they had too many break-ins. There's too much crime here. And they go, "Oh, you a Trumper? Hey,
Oh, that's
you got a
right.
Trumpy.
Yeah.
You got a Trumper here." I go, "I can't even be against crime." It's immediately,
know.
whatever you're saying, they're waiting. What side
I
are you
know.
on? What side?
Yeah, you're against
And so you
crime.
say, and they go,
I know.
"Oh, okay." All right, here's
Okay.
7-Eleven. This is a sad story.
This is sad.
7-Eleven's
I love
closing.
7-Eleven. Yeah.
400, more than 400 locations in
Mhm.
here in I guess Canada. Sad. I don't know why, because we're talking. Oh, it says due to slowing sales, inflation,
Mm.
declining,
And declining
traffic.
traffic. Hmm.
Declining sales. It's been selling the exact same for 200 years. My whole life, there's exactly the same amount of people in there. There's about 6. Everyone's buying stuff.
The
I don't know how
question
they stayed
I
alive
have
before.
is the people who were going to 7-Eleven casually to get little things and stuff at night or whenever.
I love it.
Where are they going now for that stuff?
Right.
What's
Thank
the
you, Dana.
competitor? And this Amazon, instead of going to
Oh,
the
DoorDash.
store and DoorDash, Amazon.
Well, I mean, when you can order one paper towel on Amazon and it comes within an hour, it's like it's hard to compete with that. But it's wasteful. But I like to go to 7-Eleven. It's kind of fun. I don't mind it being the white trash
yeah,
guy.
it's kind of just all the grabby stuff you want to get. Want some chips, get a snow cone, get a hot dog, get water. But I was around in
Yeah.
the 60s at a business symposium, and the guy was starting 7-Eleven, and I said to him, 7-Eleven, eventually that's going to bite you in the ass. I say 8 a.m. to 12. Call it 8 to 12. And he didn't take my advice, and now he's bankrupt.
I said you should call it 8:30-ish to sundown. Nope, didn't buy it.
Didn't bite.
Well, also, where am I going to get Christmas presents on Christmas Eve when I'm going to a party and I haven't got anything yet?
I know.
That's where I
There's a
go pick
little
up a quart
child
of oil.
section. You get a little plastic pony and you give it to a sad kid. Yeah, it's a shame. Everything's closing.
A kid's like, "Oh, thank you, Funyuns." All right, next one, I guess. It's all sad stories, Dana.
Is it?
After Ariana Grande, it's all sad. There's another one. Here we go.
Okay, here's a child
Oh,
on
this
the
is
couch.
this is a kid when he gets told Amari Cooper is on the Browns, the Cleveland Browns football,
Mhm.
and they tell this kid who can't know anything about football. They tell him he just got traded. This
Okay.
would be my reaction.
So today, Amari Cooper got traded.
What's traded?
It means that he's not on the Cleveland Browns anymore.
What?
This is me in fantasy football. This is someone
know,
wrote.
man.
This is child
It's really
abuse,
sad.
letting your kid be a Browns fan. God damn. Okay, cut it off. I didn't know he's crying this hard.
Wait, it gets a little
How sad.
abusive. I would have just changed it out. Like
I would have
Oh,
said
no.
no. He's
back. He just has a different number. Does the kid know what he looks like?
He doesn't know anything.
Did
Is
I
he?
ever-
If I play this kid in fantasy, which I probably do, because I try to play people I could beat, but
Did I ever
it was a
tell
big
you-
shakeup in fantasy.
It was, and it
Go
gets
ahead.
emotional. This is kind of related to this. I
Yeah.
knew a couple, no names, but they decided, okay, this marriage isn't working. We're going to get divorced. Let's go in and tell the kids. And the kids are like 6 and 8 or 8 and 10 or
Oh,
something like
no.
that. So they go, Mommy and Daddy, we've decided. So before they really got through it, the kids burst into tears violently, and they said,
Of
"No!"
course.
They backed it out. No, we're not getting divorced. Both of them said, no. When they saw their reaction, they said, no.
Of course.
And then they
Oh my
stayed
God.
together. Isn't that funny? In the middle of it, we're thinking of maybe no.
Of course, it's a worst nightmare for a kid.
Yeah.
My parents
So-
got divorced when I was 4, but I read about it in the paper. Anyway, Dana.
You were
No,
you
no
were
one
kind of
briefed me.
Just where's Daddy? He went to the store. It's been 4 years.
No,
You think
that's
he'd be
true.
back by now? No, he's still looking around.
He actually went away for a while. We were in Michigan, and then he didn't come back for about a month or 2. And so my mom put the house for sale, and then he came back. What are you
I know.
doing? Why are you being so dramatic? It's like, we don't know if you're alive. We don't know what's going on. So he goes, I got a job in Arizona. And my mom's like, oh. So we all moved to Arizona, and he gets there and he goes, surprise, no job. Then he left. And so now we're in
Oh.
Arizona. So now 3 kids, boys, not all assholes, but we were a handful. And then my mom's like, wait, what? So that's the way to break it to you. Just it's never even talked about. You just start to go, where was that one guy that used to pick me up a lot?
Well,
It's so sad.
oh God. I mean, I used to do a bit. I wouldn't do it anymore, but trying to
Yeah.
explain to 3-year-olds about mommy and daddy getting a divorce. Sometimes mommies like to go night time with a different daddy.
Oh,
Mommy
that's
had
nice.
too much Chardonnay, and that turned mommy into a whore.
I think they should first
I don't do
get the
that bit
kids in
anymore.
and tell them why mommy and daddy just don't have sex a lot anymore. Just tell the 6 and 8-year-old that, just to see how they handle that. And they're like, okay. Mommy and daddy used to just really nail it 24 hours a day.
Well,
now
anything-
it's down to about once or twice a week. And the kid's like, but no divorce. They're like, no, it's like a first step.
Anything that starts with mommy and daddy. Daddy likes to go night time with your preschool teacher. She likes daddy to spank her, even if she hasn't been naughty.
Daddy texts mommy's mommy.
Sorry. Dark humor, whatever.
Kanye. humor. All right,
Tragedy
one
and
more.
comedy are just like this.
No more. We can do more. This was something from Bath and Body Works. Why did no one catch that this might look like the KKK?
Wow, that is a
I
blink.
like.
Yeah.
I mean, just off the bat, what is it supposed to be? A snowflake? Yeah, a snow, right? Okay, I don't.
There's
see
supposed
that.
to be snowflakes. Snowflakes.
Well,
aren't
that's supposed to be a full
shaped-
circle of a snowflake. That's
Oh, and you
cut.
only see half, so it looks like 5 KKK guys that just popped out of a dumpster or something. Yeah.
It's a candle.
I didn't really see that.
Well,
but it is crazy.
It says Bath and Body Works pulls winter candle after shoppers criticize the KKK hood design. It's putting it lightly. We criticize that.
I hate when those mega Republicans start designing candle cans.
Yeah, exactly. We got a Trumper here.
Your
Also,
words, not mine.
I don't want to know what the fragrance is. Let's just leave it at that. All right, that's going to get pulled from the shelves. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm. Good. I like.
We
when
both go. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That's something I say all the time. Goat gets bags stuck on his head, and the rest is history. Okay, here's
I don't
a
know
video.
if we'll read about this in history books, but let's see. Okay, where's
Maybe.
the goat? Oh yeah, it's got music. Oh, he scares them all.
Oh,
Everywhere he goes, look at they all haul ass out. He's trying to make friends. Oh, I like that there's words to hoot. There it is.
Wow. So the goat got a bag stuck on its head. It made it look kind of like a demonic goat or something. You can't see its
Something
eyes.
scary,
or anything.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
like 40 other sheep are just running, or goats are just sprinting away from it.
There's a lot of WTF going on with the other goats. They're like,
Sounds
I'll
like
run and ask
sounds like-
questions later.
sounds like date night with David Spade. it has nothing. That joke doesn't make sense. It just sounds like
No.
a joke.
Maybe that goat was a butterface. You never know.
Yeah, goats are goats. We used to ride a goat named Billy, actually, in Montana, and we'd ride it.
Mm.
And we
Clever
remembered
kids.
the poop that came out of it was so organized and little round
what?
pebbles. The poop that came, look, I'm 8 years old. I noticed the poop that came out of the goat. This is like
Look, Mom.
yeah, it was like little pebbles. And as a child, I noticed that. But then I'd saddle up and ride that thing, hang onto the horns. Come on.
Poop. Here it is.
I know you like
All
poop
right.
stuff, so I don't. This is the first
I
time I
do.
brought up poop stuff in a long time.
I can't believe I said the thing about first class. I was just saying, I know the flight attendants roll with it. They go, there's not much we can do. But if you go up there and take a deuce, like they must be like, you're really pushing it. Like you can't come from coach, lay down some cable, fucking pop down a huge giant King Kong finger, and then run back.
How many euphemisms are there for poo? King Kong's finger. You can't go up there, lay down a chainsaw-shaped deuce in the middle of climbing from 32 to 36,000 feet.
Dropping the kids at the lake and then run back to 48C.
You know what I miss about masks is you just never had to smell anything you didn't want to smell. You just always had a mask on. Because,
I
heavy.
put my
into
mask on
outhouses.
when that guy was coughing because Bobby did. And I was like, I'm not even a full mask guy, but I'm like, it seems like some blockage from this guy. Sick. All right, one more. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on.
Let's break 50.
I got a million things to do, Dana. A million.
I actually kind of do.
Oh. I don't know. This is the dating game. You know,
The
they show
dating
old
game.
clips.
Mhm.
And there's famous people on
Question
it.
number one. When I was younger, I loved to play doctor. What was your
This is
favorite
Jeffrey
childhood
Dahmer
game?
on there.
I was interested in taxidermy.
No other childhood games, huh?
I don't know. I went to great lengths
Okay, like what?
preserving the bones of dogs and things like that.
Okay.
So that
think
was.
it might be AI.
I think it's edited or something, but yeah, it was supposed to be Jeffrey Dahmer on the dating game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I believe it because, like Tom Selleck was on. Like there's famous people that are on old dating game shows and different.
Steve Martin, I think.
Yeah.
on.
And
Yeah.
so I go, Jeffrey Dahmer. I believe that for a while. And I go, and then everyone's laughing. And Jim Lang, the host, is like, it's fun.
Let's bring it back. You and I co-host the dating game. Let's just bring it back.
What's the song? No, that's Hawaii 5-0. Isn't it? I got it wrong.
It
too.
is.
That might be it. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jim
People
Lang.
comment.
Mhm.
Yeah, if that's the real
Comment
song.
about my horn abilities. Mhm.
Yes. Do the horn that ends where things go badly. Okay.
That's
I
it.
like
When a
this.
podcast goes off the rails.
Yeah. Run out of batteries. Okay, so
I think, all right.
Dana, watch Dana this weekend on SNL, whatever he's
We're gonna
do
bring
on
it.
there.
We're gonna do the things you ever seen us before. So come on and watch the show. Don't wait for YouTube. So watch it live. I know how to be on Saturday Night Live better than anyone's ever been on Saturday Night Live. I'm Joe Biden.
And I remember I saw this message.
I approve this message. Come on. Here. Trump's the orange man. He's the old guy now. His hair is orange. Mine's white on white. But you know the drill. Come on, folks.
White on white.
White on white versus orangey McOrange. What is it if you're a Trump or what's the opposite with Biden? Are you a biter? Are you a bite? Are you a Biden?
Yeah, I know. I
Or
don't
the
know.
Trumper sounds better, easier. Trumpet, Trump you, trumpet.
Trump, you, Harris. I guess it has to be Harris.
Waltz. Waltz is the weirdest one. Are you a waltzer? Am I talking to a fucking waltzer now?
What are you, some sort of waltzer?
What are you, a vancer? Are you a vancer?
Is Gaffigan around this week?
Gaffigan is always around. No.
Oh, we should have told him to come on today. Let's try to get him on next week.
He's great. He's funny. I'll tell you one last little inside baseball. So we're sitting like in silos. Maya does her thing. This is in the Family Feud bit. And then I'm seeing her cards and seeing how she's making choices, which is great, the way she jumped on things and stuff. And then it's Andy doing his bit, and I'm reading his cards and seeing that choice. Oh, he paused there. Oh, he hit that. And then same thing with and then I talked to Andy afterwards. He goes, I'm reading your cards and your choices make no sense. But I'm doing Biden, but
they like that you ad-lib a little bit. They can't believe it. They're like, what are you doing?
Oh, I want to do more, but the director, Liz, very nice. And you got to get at that last line. And sometimes the writers are kind of, well, this is kind of what we have. But I definitely make up stuff on each one, definitely.
Sure. But for people at home, sometimes the director will cut on your last line to the other camera to show someone. If you keep going, they cut. And they're like, oh, wait, we didn't.
You have to do little ones in between. And, Keenan, who's a master of the art form now of sketch comedy, he does little things, little tiny things that are different with every rehearsal, dress show versus air show. Oh, he's doing that. He's doing that. I think when you add and tag a little bit or do things different, it just keeps you alive in the frame.
Yeah.
But everyone has their method. You hit the jokes. You try to hit the jokes. And if the jokes are written by the writers, you try to serve them as best you can.
Of course.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that. I'll be in Atlantic City soon. I'll be in Reno, and I'll be in whatever. It's on my website.
Take advantage until that's released. Get out there now.
It's not on until next year, so we got a second to. But I don't like jokes sitting and rotting on. They get stale after a few months.
Yeah,
you got to get them out.
Okay,
that's it. Right. I don't hang up, right? Thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening, watching. God bless America.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.
And who's whacking Phoenix? Who the hell is he?
This whacking Phoenix and his lady Goo Goo.
Whacking Phoenix would have got a big laugh.
Yeah. What happened?
What's this guy with whacking Phoenix? No, I'm not joking around here. So anyway, that was a fun little Biden-y thing.
That's his name, folks. That's his name.
That's his name. First name Whacking. Second name Phoenix. Come on. I mean, seriously.
We're already going. I think this is it.
Well, this is we're just here to lighten the load,
Yeah.
For people
America.
in these troubled times and with all the contentiousness over the election and all that stuff. We're just trying to lighten the load a little bit.
Dude, the election in the air is palpable.
It's palpable. How do you spell that? You were a spelling champion.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a tough one. Palpable.
Oh,
David Spade for the win.
My Vietnamese buddy, Shin was his name. He and I, when we were in fourth grade, we walked down to sixth grade for reading and math. I don't like to talk about it. But he was in the spelling bee too. And we all got smoked. My word, if it's palpable, I'd be like, okay, Heather. Here's my word. Palpable. That's what you say, Danny. You have to say it first.
Palpable.
You don't know about this. When you're in the bigs.
Oh, I had my day in the Trust me.
Okay, ready? I walk up there in my OP shorts, my OP shirt from Miller's Outpost. My budget for the year was $100. I know that my mom goes, you have $100 to get your school clothes for the year. Could you do that, Kim K? So, huh? Palpable.
P-A-P-A-L-P-L.
No. It's P-A-L.
I knew that. Just testing.
Okay. Good. It's P-A-L-P-A-B-L-A. Palpable. Probably pretty easy, right?
I'm not sure it's correct, but here's the thing I want to ask you.
Yes.
I'm doing what drove Jerry crazy. I want to ask you a question.
I want to ask you. Can I ask you a question?
Before I ask you the question. The big word when I was in fourth grade, if you could spell this, you were badass. And it was from a Mary Poppins movie. You're a little younger than me, but it was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Expialidocious. Yeah.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Even though it's hard to say, what's the next line?
I know the song.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cut to YouTube shuts us down. You were singing Mary Poppins. Our robots picked it up. Shut down. Take away money.
You've got a robot with Tourette's or some kind of speech impediment.
I couldn't think of what I was trying to say.
I can't. Mm-hmm.
You picked up a song pattern algorithm. You are shut down until further notice. Beep,
If you try to monetize Dick Van Dyke, he's 102. We will come to your house and beat the hell out of you with our AI arms.
A spoonful of sugar. Don't finish that sentence.
Judge, the worst Cockney accent in the history of film. I mean, I love Dick Van Dyke, but it was just a spoonful of sugar. He couldn't go to
part of
England.
Sussex are you
he couldn't
from?
go to London. He'd be mobbed.
They're like, they go, oh my God, is that guy really American? Because I saw the movies.
Yeah, look at it. I won't do my British accents yet, but
No,
I would
not
like to
yet.
be British. If I could be any British, it wouldn't be Cockney. It'd be just someone who subtly talks like an intellectual.
Mm.
You know, the property owners always shut down on the non-property owners in the 17th century. Blow it out your ass, motherfucker.
Look, I got a haircut. I don't want to over talk about it, but check this shit out.
Jeez, I don't know.
All we do is obsess about hair, people say in the comments, but I don't give a care. Also, they said, well,
I
no, they
don't
say
read
nice
the
things.
comments.
No, I do. Boy, they don't like you, dude. Anyway,
all I can say is I don't want to know because I'm too self-critical, and I would curl up into a ball if someone said kind of anything that wasn't perfect, and I would start crying. So
if they said your performance was a 9 out of 10, you'd start crying.
Yeah, I go, what do I got to do?
What went wrong? Yeah.
What do I got to do to get to 10? You know, look,
better thumbnails.
I happened to get the best review of my life. You can look it up. And I just thought it was funny. It was in the New York Times. You've heard of them, haven't you? Metaphorical.
That commie rag.
cigar.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So about my Biden. So that was, you kids can check it out online. It was the best. Usually I'm just annihilated, as most comedians are.
Yeah.
Hack over, mugging, pushing.
Why'd they give you a break?
I don't know.
Because Biden, we were getting a lot of flack for the last year on
They talked about the breakdown of the impression, and it put me in the context of the 9 other cast members, because Jason Sudeikis was at the party and with his sweet little daughter, and she sees me, and so I lean down. I'm dressed as Biden. I go, "You can touch it, you can feel it." She's really adorable, kind of touch it, and I go, "Your daddy used you." Good night, Jason. If you're listening, this is a G-rated.
You're dressed as Biden at the cast party, you crazy person.
But the word "daddy" is intense because boys don't call their dads. I know our dads were a little extra, a little special. But boys don't call their dads daddy too much, do they? At 5, 6, 7?
No, I think when they're little.
I think girls mostly say daddy.
Yeah.
So I said, your daddy used to play this character, President Joe Biden. He was vice president 10 years ago, but he played him as kind of a...
She goes, huh?
She goes, my daddy was in motion pictures. Well, why do you have a Southern accent? No, she
goes, my daddy was in a soccer show. What have you done? And you go, okay, relax. I know that was a big hit.
Yeah, she was 6 years old, and she said, "You ever heard of a show called Ted Lasso?"
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't,
starting to get it.
Yeah.
Are you starting to get it?
Starting to get it. This is nothing like Jason Sudeikis' daughter. I just want to do an exclaimer.
It's funny.
But it was fun to see him. I ran into my buddy Mikey Keaton, who was on our podcast.
Yeah. Miguel Keaton, yes.
Mickey Keaton.
He's always
as
a
we
fun
call
time,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, I ran into my buddy Alec Baldwin, who's been on this show twice, who was playing Brett Baer. He is a funny character. He just leans into your dressing room out of the blue and goes, "You know who had the best hair in Hollywood? Long wait, Hugh O'Brien." And then he just walks away.
This is Alec.
This is Alec. Alec is a movie fanatic.
He was funny on the podcast. Yeah.
He gets going with Bill Hader, apparently, and they get down into some Scorsese film and some guy with brown shoes in the corner of the frame. And I'm telling you that overhead shot was magnificent. I'm doing Alec Baldwin kind
Cremated.
of as a
Yeah.
British lord, but he's a great guy, to conversationalist. He can just go. with
I'm
anything.
going to interject your SNL party story because I want to hear more about
Mhm.
SNL,
Mhm.
especially at the top of the
Give me a
show.
little-
That
give me a
I
little
was at.
something.
This
That's
just
a good
hit me.
tease. That's a good tease.
I was out.
and
Heather
about.
could chime in. There's a guy waiting for the hostess at a restaurant. He's with wife, 2 kids. The son,
Mhm.
I remember he had glasses on, son had glasses. He's behind the son. They're waiting for the hostess to give him some more information. So they're just bored. He's behind the son. The son is 5'7", so he could be
Okay.
13. If he's my size, he's probably 13.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
he's got both arms around him like this, and he's kissing his cheek like this. And I'm like
so
this.
his dad is facing forward. The 5'7" kid's behind him.
Is in
wrapping
front of
his
the dad.
arms-
No, in front
Oh,
of the dad.
And so the dad is grabbing the kid and kissing him
Like
on the
it's a
cheek.
date. I'm like, oh, that's not his wife. And I thought, is it peculiar? Is it palpable? Is it
It's
any of these words?
2024, my friend.
Yep. Welcome. That's it. I
Because
just explained it. I
We,
don't
our
know. You can't
dads
say.
never gave us a hug, and so
My
we're
dad
gonna
never-
make up. So I'm gonna hug every kid I see. If I'm a daddy, I'm gonna make up for all that pain. And then the pendulum, you've heard of those. If you can spell
Yeah.
it, I'll give you $1.
Go ahead. I can't
Swings
finish.
back, and it's very, maybe it's more Italian, and really
It's
being that
over
kind of a
dadding because I said
new word.
I felt it was my duty to walk up and interrupt this and just put like this between the. Well, Dana.
Well, you're back.
I like that the audience stuck with us to that roller coaster of emotions.
It's nice that they do through the technical things. Someone reaches. If 2 people are driving, let's go to Smartless. Another person grabs their arm and says, "Wait a minute, give him a
second.
chance."
Yeah.
And that was
That's
Will
right.
Arnett, is the guy in the car.
Oh, you wanted to hear us?
Thanks, Will.
No, we have technical difficulties, but you know what? Stars, they're just like us. Are we stars?
Well, I
In that
love the little-
scenario.
he's giving me a little close up for you, audio only listeners. But I have cards made based on that. It's just said, "Excuse me, you're over dadding." And so when I see over dadding, I just hand the guy the card. "Excuse me, you're over dadding."
The guy that was leaning on the kid and like Frenching him, basically.
I have a restaurant bathroom story that's kind of interesting. You know, when you're driving on the 5
Please. I'm gonna
and
adjust myself.
you go to a bathroom and it's only one bathroom. You're like, okay, hopefully this is just a 30-seconder. It's 20 minutes with multiple flushes. And you're thinking, what kind of creature is going to walk out of this place? I'm talking flush.
Oh, you mean when you are going to
waiting at a gas
Oh,
station
it's
for
too
the
long.
bathroom.
the
And it's multiple flush again. The sink runs back to flushing. What kind of human being or creature is going to emerge? Because I have no options.
You know, when people go in there, like when you're in the airplane and you hear a flush, that's the sign. Like when I flush, which might be one of the 3 loudest
means
noises
you're
in
ending.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flush. It's so loud. I go,
Well, you
It's
just you
jarring.
feel you could lose a hand if it was.
yeah, you don't want to go. I think in Joder, too, my nuts got sucked down. But I don't want to give the whole movie away, but
Yeah.
I think that happened. But
No, that's
it's so loud.
Theo's.
And then I go, I have X amount of time to get out of here because everyone's like waiting, like, okay, well, what are you doing now? I'm like, now I'm just like, now it's the weird time where you did flush. What are you doing? Get out.
Well,
another
you're
flush
kind
is
of,
scary.
Are you then pivoting to the mirror going, do I really look this fucking bad? You're
Yeah, then I
putting
go,
water on your face. You're trying to act like you're sobered up
Mhm.
and you freshen up. And then you come out like, what's up, gang? How's
Yeah.
it going?
Yeah, I come out and I go like, I always go like this. That's an old Farley bit. You walk out, you go like this.
Oh, good.
Like,
Airplane
you just
shtick.
did your hair.
Well,
Meanwhile, you're in there.
I do a full shaving cream shave in there when I go in there. And I
Jesus.
come
You
out
look-
with half of it on me, like some Cool Hand Luke movie or something.
How could you look at yourself in that gross mirror for that long?
No, I everything I do compared to other people is fast. I walk fast. I use the bathroom fast. Everything is expedient and fast. You're a
You know, I
you're a
do-
lollygagger, I heard.
No. When I
I
go
don't
in
think
there,
so.
if I take too long, I usually in there stretching. I just stretch out. I go, or I look at my phone.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't even pee. I just want to get up, you know. And if you stand there by the door, they go, not by the door. Someone told me that once. Step away from the door. I go, you don't
Right.
even work here.
No, there's
Step away
someone
from the door.
coming
I
out
go,
of that door.
You think
Sir,
I'm the guy that's going to take us all down? He was like this, sir.
I love it when they put the beverage cart across the way so the pilot can use the restroom, and they have like a 40-pound flight attendant or like just this
Laying
woman
on it.
and is making this little cross arm thing like it's
Yeah.
Bernstein Bear's mom, like, don't even try it.
They're like,
Yeah.
don't.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Like, because sometimes the pilots take too long and they're taking a deuce, and then the people get a little sleepy on the cart, and then they make a vodka tonic, and then the pilot comes out. I'm like, dude, did you fall asleep? Are you okay?
sorry, you reminded me of the previous week's episode where John Lovitz was hanging out, and during the practice show, he's right next to the camera with making little fists to me like, go, go, go. And he gave me a line that I just tried for the crew, which is Biden saying, come on, I just dropped a deuce. This was during and it didn't play too well, so it got cut. I thought it was funny. Anyway, deucey,
They take
deucey.
out all the funny ones
You know why they don't like it? Because
it's funny. Yeah. Okay, so finish SNL. Let's hear more.
I realize, well, one is they have a pre-tape thing across town. They have a giant, you've got 8H studio. Over on 66th Street is like a 10-floor pre-tape
No.
for,
No,
all the different video films they're doing. Please don't
Shut
destroy, guys.
your mouth.
Everything. So I go over there, will you come over as Biden and be in this thing? Then I find out everybody's in it, and it's a TikTok thing. And I'm just bouncing around as Biden. Now, that morning, I didn't think I'd be going in, so I did the stairs at my hotel, 420 stairs all out. You heard me, because I like to feel that. And then, so they put me on this vibrating platform, and I didn't have to act. My legs were shaking.
Oh, your legs get shaky.
As
yeah.
Biden, I'm dressed as Biden, so I'm shaking.
I saw that. I like that they just have a note on the refrigerator in the break room going, Biden is tech avail for all sketches. You just throw them in there. Dana just walks around and I go, can you be in ours? You just go, yep. What do you want me to do?
Well, I kind of want to do a show where I stay in the get up, and then he just appears in the background in sketches, or just walks across at the very end. Like, where's Waldo? That Biden is somewhere in every other sketch, but maybe
he's in a
that'd be
sketch for the first half, and then someone says, hey, you're not in this sketch. Everyone's waiting for you to talk because you're in it for some reason. And then you go, oh, you just get up and walk out.
But I might do this on the live show is sneak up behind Colin Jost and Michael Che, like literally on like a combat mission, and then just come up into the frame, look at them like that, and then just kind of go back down. And they don't even know it. They get a big laugh. They don't know it. And then I crawl back out.
And then you go, hey, Chevy.
And
then you just go back down.
Who's the guy? Is that Biden?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, guys.
Hey, Chevy. Hey, Eddie Murphy. Then you leave.
Okay, I got you. It's Chevy chasing Eddie Murphy. Know him better.
Yeah, give him applause.
Give him applause. So that Billie Eilish is amazing. I just want to live in her vibe. That first song she did is just so whispery and so her. I'm
was
becoming
it in
a
like
huge
mirrors
fan.
or something? There was some.
Yeah, they
set
were
I saw.
looking at. They're floating in the sky. Her and Phineas looking down in a mirror, and they just get into these mellow grooves. And her singing is so intimate, and it's catchy. It's cool. So I'm a fan. What can I say? I mean, she's been around a long time, and when she turns 19, I think that she's going to. When you come out hot and heavy in the world at 14 or 13,
Yeah, I know.
it seems like she's been here forever. She's 22, but
That's
I
like
think she's
Bieber. He's 26 right now. And you're like, he's been in this business 200 years.
I know. I got on SNL at 51, my ladies and gentlemen.
51.
So here's an example of things
Okay.
So I do the little Biden piece as part of the Brett Baer
yeah.
interrogating Kamala. And he's kind of confused. He starts talking about the Joker movie, but they don't know it. And so I thought of later, I went, who's Lady Gaga? You know, whatever. I did that.
Mhm.
Didn't land. I thought later I should have said, and who's whacking Phoenix? Who the hell is he?
Just whacking Phoenix and his
Yeah.
Lady Goo Goo.
Whacking Phoenix would have got a big laugh.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
happened?
What's this guy with whacking Phoenix? No, I'm not joking around here. So anyway, that was a fun little Biden-y thing. You know,
That's his name, folks. That's his name.
That's his name. First name Whacking. Second name Phoenix. Come on. I'm being serious here.
You could have put Corn Pop in there.
I could have popped. No, his name is Popcorn. Now.
Corn Pop is popcorn?
Yeah, I reversed it. He's really popcorn.
He goes, you could have put popcorn in there and still would have ate it. You didn't need to pay that much money.
My current catchphrases are, guess what? And by the way, the fact of the matter is, let me be real here. I'm being serious, not kidding around. This isn't rocket science, folks. Get real.
That's a good one. That's a good run.
I want to put a run in like that. I really
That's
do.
all you need. Just come in, they ask a question, you say that, and that's your answer.
Yes. But a lot of Biden is like when he stops talking, he goes, I'm being serious. It needs a beat before the audience knows that he stopped. So
yeah, he has something to say, never says it, and then he just stares.
He stops with big eyes. So Billie Eilish was amazing. Michael Keaton was always, Michael Keaton has a lot of just personal energy. He's like, after the dress show, he's like, I don't know. I don't do this often. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing out there, And I said, nobody does. This is really hard. So all you got to do is say, what the fuck, and have fun. And then he nails it on air. Hysterical. So there you go. He's a pro.
What was his monologue? Oh, is it Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice, which Mikey Day's favorite film is Beetlejuice. He's been obsessed with doing Beetlejuice on the show. Never had a chance. So that was his idea of the monologue. And it was a dream come true because I guess he was like 8 or something when Beetlejuice came out. He got possessed by it. And now you know the rest of the story. I'm Paul Harvey. That goes back to the 60s.
Well, he's like waiting his whole life. Then here waltzes in Michael Keaton right into 8H.
Mm-hmm.
You get your Beetlejuice bits.
I know. Yeah. If someone
does he not want to do Beetlejuice, or do you say does some hosts, as we know, when they come in, they go, I don't want to do anything about this, and you're like, oh well. No,
I think that he kind of. When you do a movie, it hasn't happened to me, but you do this the 80s, and then you go all the way to 2024, and it's a big hit movie. Hundreds of millions worldwide. That you just got to feel good about that. And he hasn't lost a step. He was Beetlejuice. It wasn't like, here comes old guy Beetlejuice. He's just like on fire. And Alec Baldwin, funny story from him. Well, I walked in the studio and saw 3 of his little boys that were so cute. I don't know, 4, 6, and 8. Hey, Dad. It was adorable. And then he said that he showed them Beetlejuice. And he showed him, it was a picture. He showed him, because Alec Baldwin was in Beetlejuice in the 80s. And goes,
that's right.
And he says, that's Daddy. And they said, that's not Daddy. Because he was
he looks exact same pretty much.
Well, he's got the hair is crazy. Yeah, he looks
gray,
the same. But you know how little kids are. That's not Daddy. Then they pointed to Beetlejuice, said, that's Daddy. I don't know. Maybe they're kidding with him. Funny, buddy. Funny stuff. Funny shit.
Yeah, I forgot Alec was in Beetlejuice. Was he in the second one?
I don't think so. He was in it as sort of the straight man.
Well, that's not why he came to the show, was it? He was doing Brett Baer.
No, it was right after when I first saw him. I think it was after one of those submarine movies or something.
Oh, yeah. When he came to SNL to host the first time, that was my 3rd show or 2nd show.
And he goes, I go, what do you want to do with your life?
October,
And he goes, I want to do this. I want to do Broadway. I want to do comedy. You think I'm going to be stuck on a submarine 14 hours a day going, aye, sir. He said that.
So it was a huge hit movie.
No,
Also,
it was
he
a
dro-
franchise. He
He
turned
dropped
down
out of it
millions.
to do
Broadway.
Streetcar Named Desire.
That's it. And
Yep,
and wanted to
dropped out
be
of a
New York and
franchise.
loved SNL and
Couldn't believe
is
it.
a great sketch player. I mean, he nailed it as Brett Baer. You know.
Mhm. I take my pills on there. I don't care.
Okay, I'll take a vitamin C.
Both who?
Mhm.
Oh, Gina Davis. Yeah, they played a
Yes.
couple in Beetlejuice. They both are not in the second one, Dana, just so you know.
Mhm.
Oh, should I tell?
Okay.
I'll tell you quickly about the banana. I was on the road, but if we can get it, we've never.
I
told
love
this.
a banana story.
So on the road, because I always have to eat, because I get like dizzy. So I'm like, anyway, what can you really carry on the road? Protein bars, isn't it? So sometimes out of the hotel, I bring a banana because I'm like, that's the quickest thing if you're in a pinch.
Right.
Carry it, whatever, like a football.
Good
And-
potassium, fiber. Go ahead.
Right. So I have an old SNL bag. My bag says Saturday Night Live
Really?
25 on it. So that was a merch
Whoa.
gift from the last reunion we did.
2000.
Did you not? You didn't know where I got that? Yeah. So it's all faded, so it doesn't look like I'm trying to like ask me about SNL. No one knows I was ever on SNL anyway. So I got that, but it's a cool leather bag. Looks like a doctor bag. So anyway, I carry, of course, way too much when I'm on the road, but I throw bananas in there for the road. Anyway, so I finished the road, and I picked up my SNL bag. It's leather.
2 weeks. It was 2 weeks later.
Yeah, when I'm done on the road. So it's obviously it burned a hole through.
Right.
Something burned a hole through my, and I picked it. It was sticking to the table. So I'm looking at the wood going, what did I spill here? We find out it's the banana. There was a banana in there and it had been there for at least 2 weeks. And they get black and then other things happen.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, how do they get corrosive? I mean, what is the
I don't know. It
biochemistry
ate
of-
through the bottom of my SNL bag.
That ain't
Should we
no banana. That's
Just play that
something
video,
else.
right? Should we
Something
play that
burns
video?
through a
Let's just see what it is.
There's Heather.
Are we seeing
No,
what's happening?
it's fuzzy,
What is
fuzzy,
this? What is
fuzzy.
this? What is this? What is that? What is
What is
that?
it?
What is that? What is? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the banana.
Whoa. Okay. So that's.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I
So
need a
that's-
raise. I need a raise.
That's green and white. All right, too much house in that. Okay, there you go. See, there's the photo.
Oh,
So
man.
that is a banana, and it's going like this. Hey!
So
What's
it
going on?
corroded itself, but did it actually get through the leather bag? Did it go through the leather, or it just became? Oh, it corroded
bottom.
and then.
It corroded so it stuck to
Cat.
the wood, and then I couldn't. And I go, so I look at the wood, then I look at the bag. I go, oh my god, it's from the bag. What got on the bottom? Nope, somehow through. Sickening.
I was famous for throwing banana peels over my shoulder when I would drive my Volkswagen Bug, and people would laugh. I just do it. I would throw everything over my shoulder. You could find
into the
anything
back?
into the back seat. I'd throw clothes,
Oh, yeah.
coins, extra cash, bananas, fruit, shoes, everything. So when anyone was in my car and needed something, I go, it's probably back there.
Yeah.
When the banana
That's when
peels
people
would
come in the car
rot.
and say, "Why do you have so much shit in your car?" That's what people do to me, and I go, "You don't need to worry about what's in my car. I didn't know I was having company, and if anyone comes to get a ride, forget it, because my passenger seat is my garage basically. So I'm like,
I know.
Anyway.
You've given me a ride, and it takes about 5 minutes to clear the front seat. I go, geez, bro. I'm not that far away, but it's like all this stuff's on there.
I
Transistor
give you a ride home
radios.
from Coy. I'm like, this
Yeah.
here. Why do you have a machete? Don't worry about it. This goes here.
Mhm.
Why is there blood? I had a hitchhiker. Don't worry about it.
I
Quit
pick it
your
up.
yapping.
Flak Jack, really?
Cracker Jacks also.
Mm-hmm. Cracker
Yeah.
Jacks and a Flak Jack. Yeah, come on. And by the
Okay,
way,
so let's
guess
show
what?
some stories
Let's show some stories or what's going
so
on. in the
people can
world.
be entertained.
Number one.
Number
Astronaut
one.
shows how to eat ketchup at zero gravity. Okay. Let's do
It's
it.
like Brendan Fraser. This is sort of.
This is how you eat ketchup.
You're shaking a bottle of ketchup.
We're gonna eat ketchup and zero cheese.
Okay.
This is risky.
Yeah.
We gotta squirt it out.
Oh my God, it works. Look at how sick it is. Gross.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
It might be sicker that he eats
man.
ketchup. I don't care
Note-
where you
note
are.
to self: cancel space station trip. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, the first thing we do when we get into space. By the way, that doesn't remind me they should do a porn in space. It doesn't remind me for no reason. There's nothing that would remind me of that.
No,
So don't worry
that
about it.
wouldn't mean anything. But isn't Tom Cruise going to do a movie in the space station and it's going to be a hard R?
I mean, hard R?
I don't know.
Dana.
But he is going to do one in the space station. Would
Well,
you
the
go do Bus Boys at the space station?
If Bus Boys sequel is in the space station and the trailer
That
was just
would
me
be-
squirting Theo with ketchup like that would be that's the only trailer. You know anything else? I'd go. People would
Bus Boys in space and just that in slow motion and then
go.
just
You thought they didn't know what they were doing on Earth.
yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, I got some Bus Boy updates for you next show.
Okay, I want to hear.
It's real hush hush right now. Everything's really shh. Everything's really
That's always a good sign.
You know what the good sign is when your agent, manager, publicist all call you together. You're like, they go, we have Jimmy, Stevie, Little Bob, and Gervitz on the phone for you. And you're like, okay. Gervitz like, let me set the table. Spade, I don't know if you'll say yes to this because I know you don't like money. Dana likes money.
Not like you like money. I'm the worst. I'm the worst client ever. I mean, they used to call Kevin Klein Kevin D. Klein.
That's funny.
Kevin D. Klein. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I tend to want to stay at home and watch movies and
Dana, you want to do a casino gig on a Wednesday in Sheboygan? It's 3 flights and a 2-hour time difference.
It's
You
not
gotta
that
leave 2
far
days
from the
before.
Arctic Circle. You could see
Yeah.
a polar bear.
Run up there. You don't like fun or money. Okay. I'm sure I can find some client likes it. Somebody likes money on my roster. Let me get Spades. Spades circling the airport right now, ready to go.
Yeah. I know. Well, we would be like around the world in 80, like a flight that never, we refuel in space.
Yeah,
and
if you
there's a
didn't turn
comedy
it
club in the
down,
back.
the shit they go, every time you turn around, how about this? I'm like, I don't know.
Why don't I just pitch a tent near the airport or something so I can just be ready to get airborne? Did you get into this? Because when I was watching comedians on TV in the 1960s, I didn't think, wow, I'd like to do this. I'll probably be flying. I'll be airborne for most of my life, and then playing corporate parties to a board ballroom that's drunk and tired. Has the CEO gets me in a headlock and go, "What's up, church lady?"
Yeah, no shit.
I thought I'd be in a
one of our VPs is going to come up and kick you in the nuts. Is that cool? Or should we call your agent? I go, no, you can do it.
No, disclaimer, usually they're very nice.
With what we're paying you, come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
But you could live we're lucky enough, first world problem, to live on the road. If you take all the casinos in North America, comedy clubs, small theaters, big theaters, whatever, we could live in the sky, plop it down, do our shtick, and get back in the sky.
Yeah, we have never-ending jet lag. We don't know where we are. I'm born in Michigan, so I'm still feeling that 2-hour time difference. It's never gone away. So now when I fly, that's all.
Okay, that's a good joke. I processed
bad.
that. It's not
Never
bad.
quite got adjusted.
Yeah, it's just a thing. It's a biological thing.
No,
I also
Dana,
have a
it's
heart
2
murmur.
p.m. for me right now. It's 2 p.m. for me.
Oh, I don't know. I'm in New York half the times. I don't know what time
Oh, yeah.
it is.
By the way, you're living in New York. It's crazy.
I am.
All right. Next story. We don't want to get into Dana and get him into a spin.
No, into a spin. Here.
Okay, this is. I thought this was interesting.
Read a byline.
I'll read out loud for the people at home. There's
that
no
are
one at home.
listening, driving.
A photo of cellmates. There's 2 guys in jail playing NBA 2K on a flat screen. It's like a 70-inch flat screen, which is 4 inches from their face, is going viral.
And wearing brand new Converse or Nikes or something.
What is that
So
X shoe?
But
Maybe that's
isn't
a
there a
prison
swoosh
shoe.
above it? Yeah, the Nike
Nike
swoosh. Or maybe
socks.
that's socks. Okay. Well, what this says is that this particular group of gentlemen that are in a prison or a jail of some kind are having a very good time in jail.
Right. I remember when I was younger, jail was no fun. That's what I was told. I don't know
Yeah.
for sure, but they're like, you shouldn't go to jail. It's no fun. But you get 3
Right.
hots and a cot. Remember that term?
Mm-hmm. 3
hot meals. and
3
you
hot
get to sleep
meals
in
and a cot. And now you get 3 hots, a cot, and an 80-inch flat screen where you can play NBA video games. Maybe they're just in there. Maybe it's one of those smash and grab things where they're just in there for like 45 minutes till they get
But
arraigned.
who's getting a TV? Who gets a TV that big in your cell? I mean, I guess it's. I didn't picture a cell with TVs, but I figured like in the yard or they have like a cafeteria with a TV, and then they all fight over the channel.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how it is in movies. But this isn't great. They're too tall. I would have no problem sitting on that bottom bunk, sitting up straight and watching Dr.
Oh,
Phil
you
or
could
whatever.
stand on that bottom bunk.
No, Dana, no.
I could too. We're in the same. We're in the same tribe.
But anyway, okay, next one. But that was interesting that jail's come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What's up? Next
Yeah,
one.
This
No
is
rush.
when you don't want to get a get out of jail card.
There you go.
There you go. There's the mic drop.
Okay, this is okay. Don't play it yet. Don't play. Don't play. Okay, this is a prank show, which I fucking hate. By the way, if anyone I see a prank on Instagram and I don't like it, I block them. Sorry. That's how tough I
Okay.
am. I'm fucking
All
tough. I run a tight Instagram. No,
Yeah,
I'm here to have fun.
You're the
I want
alpha.
to see
Yeah.
you. Yeah, exactly. You be mean to me, gone. It's not why I'm here. I'm not here to.
No,
like,
I don't like practical jokes. I don't like surprise.
And practical jokes when they look good, like they're in a bush and they scare people, and the people wipe out into a pole and hit their head, and you're like, he's dressed like a bush. I go, all it does is help the practical joker and get him views, and he's totally relaxed, having fun. The other person looks like a fucking asshole, and it ruins their day.
In the end of the day,
And
it's
it
about
scares 'em. I don't like being scared.
humiliating or frightening people.
Yeah.
It's a terrific thing.
But this one's funny.
This one's
all that said,
hysterical.
can you
All
start
right.
it over or no?
Let's get ready to rumble.
It's a Japanese one, I think.
Laugh it up. Okay.
Okay, so volume. Let's go. Let's see.
Perhaps have to be among the most popular.
So she sits a little loud, maybe a little less loud. So she falls a little less
And
loud.
then, when the poor victim is given some water to recover,
She falls again. It's loud.
Whoa. And so they
But-
dug up, it's a trap. It's
A
the
pit.
grass is a pit covered by
And
a
they-
fake
by the
turf.
way, you're for sure getting
when
hurt.
the poor victim finally gets to go home, one final trap awaits him. The victim is given
Well,
Everyone
our-
loves it so much. They're like, wow.
Well, the begin. I mean, the sound of it and everything. It's violent. It's violent.
Dude, you get hurt. You're falling backwards. You're hitting your head on the. Who knows if that's perfectly breakaway? You know,
No,
I've
I-
hit people with boards in like movies and stuff, and they score it so it breaks. But you're still like, sometimes it doesn't
Yeah.
break. And
It's
Funny.
something
That
about
was
that
funny, though.
culture. Like, you and I go in, we pitch it, and we make an Americanized version called Trapdoor.
yeah, it's so funny. But god dang, everyone would sue because America, everyone sues over anything. But
Mhm.
also, it would be you could hurt your neck. You're falling backwards through the floor 3 times.
I know. Unbeknownst to her, she thinks she's free and good, and then bada bing, bada boom.
Very clever. They put it in a van and they put it in.
And then one more there and one more there.
one more.
We should do a show called
Yeah.
America's Got Lawyers, where it's just about
It's
pranks.
so
And then,
true.
you'd like to meet my attorney?
That's
Mhm.
good. America's Got Lawyers. I like that. All right, show something else.
Mhm.
While I'm preening, young woman details how much she spends for one night out at Miami Out in Miami at Live. This is a nightclub. So she's just reading her bill. I thought this is interesting. We got a bill reader here.
I spent a one night out in Miami at Live. So starting off strong, we got 4 bottles of Ace of Spades Rosé for $11,000.
She's in a Rolls Royce, I think.
And then we got one big ass bottle of Ace, like a huge bottle. Like that bitch came out on a boat. Like that was $13,000.
Yeah, that bitch came out on a boat.
3 bottles of Dom for $3,600. 2 bottles of Plaza Azul Repo for $3,600 as well. 2 bottles of Ciroc for $1,100. 1 bottle of Macallan Rare. I don't know what that is. $1,450. We got 5 packs of water for $257.45. We got 3 packs of Red Bull for
pack of gum, $7,000.
Tax was $3,645.56. We tipped $8,244.35
on a tip.
And that brought our total to $46,241.36 for one night out in Miami.
How much is she drinking? She weighs 88 pounds.
I'm kind of processing what I'm seeing. So how many?
I love when Dana sees this.
How many people go to this place, and were they surprised when the bill came to $360,000? Was it like, whoa, or like, not bad? And
I think people puff up when they're really rich. I've seen it in clubs where, God, it's been a while, but they bring out like sparklers, and it shows because there's rich and there's famous, and you definitely want people to know you're rich if you're in there. These guys that are so rich, but no one knows who they are. So they get a booth. Obviously, that costs a lot. Then they get the sparklers and all the pretty girls come over and they give them a big bottle of Dom or Ace of Spades, huge. They have like abnormally big ones. And then
I think
it's a big show and everyone sees the guy and he goes like, hey, come on, not this again. Yeah. And then the fanfare goes down. So he orders they'll order a case of Dom. I don't even know if they drink it or if they just resell it or what, and then girls come over and sit. Chug, bail, sit, chug, bail in that order. Mix it up. And then, I don't know. It's just the way it is. So these nightclubs, there's a handful that have it made where they're just raking it in. And then they go, here's the bill, here's the tip. If you want an extra tip. And then if you're super cool baller, here's a third tip you can tip me. And then you can also just hand me some cash.
Well, by the way, $8,000 on what was it? $360,000 is a lowball tip. At least 10% would have been $36,000. Number one, they didn't really tip very well.
Well, I thought it was going to be I think it was less than that. I think it was under 100. Do you remember?
Oh, well, it's fake alcohol, but it's for virtual signaling. If I may pivot to fake art. I once saw, I was in a museum, there was just a giant white, it was 50 feet across, just blank canvas, and one red dot in the middle. And that was it. $6 million. 2 red dots, $12 million.
Oh, I don't know. Don't even go to 3 red dots. I could never.
It happens to us in corporate dates. If you name your price a certain price, let's just blow it out. Like it's not us, but that guy's $1 million comedian. You want that guy, you got to have $1 million.
Oh, just because it sounds like a huge amount.
Well, then you're $1 million comedian. That painting's $1 million painting. Then you're $1 million.
And you can brag, And also people that want to be able to hire people that are rich or buy something like a painting or go to that nightclub. Get to say, dude, we blew $300,000, or I was with this guy. He spent $300,000, and the guy's like, it's literally pennies. It's literally nothing.
It's nothing to me, man. It's gum on my shoe. Well, by the way. You got gum on your shoe. So it's virtual signaling, letting people know you're wealthy. But you kind of wish, like if I gave you $365,000 and you had Saturday, you had to spend it on a Saturday in, say, Southern California, what would you buy? You have 10 seconds.
It turns into Brewster's Millions. Remember that movie?
All right, we can make it $3.5 million, and you have one day to spend it. In LA. You have 5 seconds. Go.
I'd buy half a house in Newport.
Then
it's too expensive.
All right. You'd buy a
I'd probably get a cool car. I like cars, but I don't know which one I get.
What can you get for $3.5 million?
Oh, $3.5 million. I think.
I just upped it. You have 3 seconds.
Huh? How much is the Tesla bus? The Tesla bus? Was that a new one?
Yeah, they've got a Tesla bus.
That I think they'll be sort of sequestered to like airport runs, to the sea lot.
Have you heard that they came out with this new perfume? The same kind of thing with perfumes. Oh, and it's $1 million perfume. You know what the name of it is? Elon Musk.
Don't ever go like that.
I'm pointing a lot now. You have 3 seconds. My giant hands say you got 3 seconds. I could.
No, there was a movie called Brewster's Millions. Was it Richard Pryor?
Yes, it was Dick Pryor. He's a friend of mine.
He has 30 days to spend $30 million, or he doesn't get any of his inheritance. And he can't. Everything buys something. He buys a shitty team, but then it's worth more. And then he does this and everything. He can't spend his money fast enough.
How about you do a remake? Spades.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Spades Millions. You have 10 seconds to answer.
More like Carvey's.
Apparently, you don't like money. All right.
Apparently. Go ahead.
Now, we have to do Senator John Kennedy at some point. Okay.
Hang on. Okay. Oh, this is a girl. Okay. You're not going to like this. I like the comment. Is this rock bottom for this is an influencer, Dana? And the tough life of an influencer is you just need to get seen and get clicks. Yeah. What is she going to do? She's going to pet some cows. She's going to feed them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Puts glasses on. Okay. That's the whole thing.
That's all she needed. 38,000 likes. She squeezed the cow's teat, T-E-A-T, and pointed it at her face, but she had like goggles or glasses on. So she got splattered in the face.
Very
with
pornographic.
Mother's milk, baby, intended for a baby cow, not a woman with blonde hair in a jumpsuit.
I should answer and put Sandler on this FaceTime. I'm not going to do it. I can't do that to that guy. All right. Why is he FaceTiming? Wait, is he off? Is Dana gone? I can't see Dana anymore.
You can't see me? Greg?
Yeah, come over here. No, we'll keep going.
I can see you. I didn't click anything.
I know, but I just got a FaceTime and I hung up on it. But
Oh,
here we are. We're back. Okay. God, we have a real roller coaster of things happening today. This you can't predict this show.
A lot going on.
Okay. What is this? Let me see. Okay, this is let's just play this. I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
Random Instagram.
Car. Guys out nighttime on the street. Pickup truck. Walking
this is one of those. This guy stole a whole cigarette thing at 7-Eleven. This is when they go and LA is like a fun thing for a bunch of kids. I think
so. We got into the 7-Eleven and grabbed the whole 50 packs of cigarettes.
They take over 7-Eleven and rob everything in it. Look at this.
They're ransacking. They're ransacking 7-Eleven.
I think they get on a chat and say, "Let's go here," and just, but not a cop in sight. I think there's too many. They don't want to start trouble and
right, because then with that many, it could get ugly. So they just
someone gets shot, someone gets this, and then everyone goes, "Oh my God, they're just kids. What are you doing?" But it looks like probably high school, college age.
I just feel sorry for the owner. Has to call the insurance company. You know, this is Dave over at 7-Eleven over in this neighborhood. I'm getting ransacked a lot. You know, how can I get full coverage?
Getting nailed again? Yeah.
How much do they take? They take every single item. It's about $2 million. All the sodas.
Every single item
is.
Yeah, I think that's the thing.
They clean me out, and I need insurance. Sorry, sir, we can't help you at this time.
Yeah, I mean, give them a freebie, but you can't keep hitting the goddamn 7-Eleven and keep stealing it. It's just like crazy. I don't know. What am I doing? Oh, there you go. Trying to.
They should open it for 7 minutes in the morning and 11 minutes at night. That might take.
By the way, if they start closing all the 7-Elevens, like they're closing Walgreens and all CVS, like if there's too many of these, then they close them down. That means the insurance excuse of like, oh, they got insurance, they can find that they close because insurance doesn't cover you. They don't even cover houses.
They can't cover that
to be like fires and everything.
No, you can't get insurance for a home in California.
You really can't. You really can't.
Certainly not fire insurance.
Certainly
not.
Good
luck with that.
10 out of the 12 I tried to get for this dump said no. Not even, we won't even charge you too much. Just not. We're not even trying. We're not in the game anymore.
Yeah, they said they'd give me fire insurance, but it was more than the cost of the house.
That was the insurance? That's not a good deal. Yeah, don't close my 7-Elevens is the point. I don't want this to happen enough to where they close them down. I'm like, now we don't have 7-Eleven.
Okay, quick impression of a Japanese American in an earthquake after just hearing this information.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's a rumbler. Uh-oh. I think it's getting worse. It's giving me a headache. By the way, that one you didn't go as crazy. You didn't yell. I like after. What's wrong? He's happy. You got a buzz?
He's happy because it little quake, baby quake. No!
Oh, that was a big one.
I gave you one.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
Give the fans.
By the way, just we're not political on this show, but Kamala's out there doing her thing, and Trump. They put him at a window in McDonald's. So people are just driving. Let's go get a burger. And he did seem incredibly happy handing out those burgers.
Do some Trumps. Let's hear it.
You got a beautiful family. Here you go, dollface. Listen, darling. We put an extra cheeseburger in there. You like the ketchup? We'll put the ketchup. Beautiful baby boy, beautiful family. Next, you're tremendous. I mean, look at the thousands. He's always noticing the people. There are thousands of people here. I could do this job. He said, I could do the job. I could do the job. I do the job. Why are you growling so much, Mr. Ex-President? Because I like to growl, and I can growl a lot. And I growl every time I do.
Because he's up 22 hours a day.
I don't know how he does it. It's just
they do say he's old and senile now. I'm like, I don't know, because he can stand and talk for 2 hours. I can't. My act, I do an hour. I'm like, hello, darkness, my old friend. Like, it's too much. And then he runs the McDonald's and he campaign. I mean, when you're on the campaign trail, that's got to be a beating. They don't include jet lag. They're not even factoring that in.
Yeah, I guess like when I'm driving on a long distance trip, that's the one time I do go to McDonald's. I get a cheeseburger, small fries, and like I guess a small or medium Coke. And that carb, sugar, salt boost really helps me focus the steering wheel. So I guess Trump has the metabolism that he can perennially chase energy. Just give me a cheeseburger when we get to Toledo. Okay, we're in Florida. I want 2 Filet-O-Fish before I go on and a large Coke. And so we'd get low blood sugar, but he can keep chasing it with fast food. I want a Filet-O-Fish underneath the podium. I want extra fries.
Dude, they gave me a double. Everyone is sickened by the fact they get a Filet-O-Fish, but I love them. And they gave me a double one accidentally. It was too much of a good thing. I was like, I go, is this a double? Sick. It's something about it was sick. Plus, there's a couple bones.
It's the tartar sauce. I saw how they catch them off Alaska, and there's millions of these little fish. Really happy.
Is it a real fish?
Yeah, the real fish. And then they sweep them up onto the deck of the thing, and they flash freeze them. Like this kid, this fish was just in the water, looking happy. All of a sudden, like, then it's like, and then it's in your mouth with tartar sauce on it.
An hour later,
they
smash all these minnows into little squares, smash them together.
Yeah.
Freeze.
There's a guy with a big tartar sauce. Sounds like Donald Duck.
Give it a Spade. I'm in the window.
Yeah.
I love it. Can't be happier.
I've never seen you do the effect, denoting enjoying it, but I do think Trump can chase that carb high. That's his secret energy. Yeah. He can keep loading it. Mm-hmm.
I'm packing on the pounds. Yeah, he somehow can eat still to this day McDonald's, which everyone says you got to give it up at some point.
No, KFC, McDonald's, all that stuff. Yeah, 3 milkshakes, 4 Filet-O-Fishes, and then I'm going to have my dinner. That's an appetizer. I
had a sort of heavyish driver the other day at one of the gigs, and we walked down, some of these small towns, it's like one strip of like 18 fast food places, on the way out of town. And I go, dude, because I know he's sort of portly-ish and fat, So I go, okay, what would you rather have? I don't even know if he's listening to me. Sometimes they think I'm on the phone. I go, would you rather have Wendy's, Carl's Jr., or Burger King? And then he doesn't answer. So I forget. And we get to the next light, and he goes,
He's been thinking.
McDonald's. I go, are we still talking? Oh, yeah. 1.5 minutes later of dead silence, he's like this. He really gave it some thought. And then he goes, I'm going to go off the board, Alex. I'm going to take McDonald's. It wasn't even a choice.
How about this? What would you pick? We're driving. Hey, David. Dairy Queen, A&W, or Jack in the Box?
Jack in the Box would be third. I hate to say it. I'm such a dirtball.
We don't want to lose our sponsors.
I don't think. Do we have any?
Dairy Queen, A&W, or Foster Freeze? Dairy Queen, A&W, or Foster Freeze? Both.
I think Dairy Queen because I used to like a dilly bar, and I like when they take the cone and go like this, bloop, into chocolate, and it crunches up.
My wife and I are in Montana, and this sandwich store was closed, Subway sandwich. So we went into a Dairy Queen, and we looked up, and they go, "There's the hamburger and the fries and the thing," and then now they go, "Oh, it's 3,200 calories."
Oh, they put that. That's
they put
the
it
downfall.
next to it. 9,500 calories for this dandy burger, fries, and onion rings.
Cheesecake Factory, same thing. I'm on page 88 toward the end, and I'm like, well, this is healthy. Salmon. They're like, that's only 22,000 calories. I go, how?
Yeah.
The things you don't think are a lot sometimes. How much is a tartar sauce burger?
Well, let me do a little John Kennedy interrogating somebody.
Okay.
Go, now, when you walked into the Dairy Queen restaurant, were you expecting a low-calorie meal? Your words, not mine. You tweeted,
I didn't really think about it.
When you got a McWhirl, 3 double cheeseburgers, were you expecting not too many calories? Is that your point? Is that what you want to do?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. Now, I'm just reading this out loud. There's nothing. Now, just hold on. Let me talk. You ordered a McHeart Attack. What did you think was in that?
You got a Sunday stroke and then proceeded. Your words, not mine. Anyway, I just wanted to do a little John Kennedy.
I know. I miss it. I can't even think of anything to do with him because he's so fucking funny.
He's so fucking great. But it is all about the... we would like to read some tweets you tweeted on October
It's funny
4th.
you deny that because let's pull up a chart of your tweets. They always give them a chance to lie. I'm going to give you a chance here.
Your words, not mine. That's his catchphrase.
Your words, not mine.
Not mine.
He goes, this is, it's right there, big as Dallas.
Yeah,
big as Dallas.
He has a lot of that stuff. Did I look like I fell off a crawdad truck that was full of crawdads going to a tomato festival? Is that what I look like to you?
Used to be a turnip truck, but then they sold it, but now they pack it with crawdads, but then I fell off.
Yeah. Do I look like a swamp creature to you? Do I look like someone that came out of a swamp? Just answer the question, please.
Answer me. Did you see the movie Swamp Thing? Did you think that was me? That I wouldn't know anything? I'd just be carrying a pretty girl?
And have you ever been Farisk? That was your
that was
word.
a good one.
Your word, not mine. Yeah.
All right. Should we end on that one? We did good.
Yeah, 58
What else? What did you not get to?
Magic.
Oh, here's some bloopers from Tommy Boy.
Oh,
I like.
Okay, let's do
people
this
keep
one.
sending me this. I like this one because actually, I think this was the take we used in the movie. But it's funny to hear Chris laugh. This is just one of them.
Great.
But
Tommy Boy bloopers.
Dang. This is the guy trying to buy the company, not to mention put you out in the street, and all you can say is, he seemed like a nice guy.
Richard, what's
He goes,
happening to us?
Look at the coat doesn't rip.
Kim, that's way too tight.
They put little lines down the back. They scored it. And it's
Just that,
it's supposed
this was so big. Sorry.
Dad was the best at telling people what they wanted to hear.
It's first
telling
day of
people what they
shooting.
needed to hear. He was good at a lot of things.
And action. Sorry, the door's ajar, please. Close the door.
It's like,
How can a door be ajar? Whack.
Quickly, please.
Ma'am, I'm thinking about blowing up the building.
you just
All
follow.
the extras laugh.
The only thing I can figure out is whether to get Chicago style or thin crust. The salesman has left the building. See you tomorrow. Oh!
The crew put that out there.
Oh my God.
What are you
Scared him?
saying?
Okay, got it. The bull scared him. Is that
Yeah,
it?
the crew just
Yeah.
put it up there for
Yeah.
just to ruin a take, basically.
Damn, it looks like a blast. And that was not
Yeah, it
even
was
digital then. You had to really be precious about, the film.
Oh yeah, the takes.
Run out
Yeah.
and stuff. And you seemed, I guess, like 21 or something. I know you weren't.
Damn, man.
Yeah, young.
It's funny because that first one where I go, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know why. Maybe I just said it like that on that one. And when he laughs at the end, he goes, "What a dick."
Yeah, I know.
It's so funny. But he has the best laugh also.
Well, that really captured his bursting laugh. You can't describe it to someone. Just, I mean, it's just like insane.
And
It's
if you
always
make him
nice.
laugh, it's so fun. It's so fucking
It's
fun.
nice when you can make another comedian laugh.
Oh, yeah. We laugh so hard on that movie. And sometimes people go, because I did an interview the other day and they go, "So you and Farley had a fight over a sandwich on the." I go, "Don't even start. Don't put it as negative. There's so many fun things. Of course, when you're doing movies and a TV show together at the same time, you argue about stuff. But that was more like it, those bloopers, because we were just loopy and laughing. And the movie still came out funny, but those things are such a crack up,
Yeah, I mean, in Wayne's World 1, I guess the first time I said, yeah, she's a babe. If she was a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln. I think that's the line I said, but it was the middle of the night and Mike got the giggles. So he was laughing so hard. And then we just were able to keep it in the movie. Like he was.
Oh, is that
breaking,
when you're
but-
laying on the
laying
car?
on the AMC Pacer? There's
the
something
windshield
I
or something?
said
It's
about.
great.
Oh no, I know. What I said to him, when you ever see Bugs Bunny dressed as a girl? Do you like that or something around Bugs Bunny dressing? But he lost.
But did you
and
not say that before? You guys are just making up shit and just trying to.
something triggered it, and it was him basically breaking. He's not in the movie anymore, but we put it in as Wayne laughing, and it comes off great. You know?
That's funny as shit.
The magic of editing, David.
That's the fun, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a good one to end on. Okay. Thanks, Dana. It was nice meeting
I
you.
have a quick idea. Just to put this in our listeners. We take over like Quentin Tarantino's indie film, and we show Wayne's World and Tommy Boy back to back, and we have a little chat about the movies. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we talk about it while we play it or something, or what?
Or show them and then do a Q&A. Maybe just do Tommy Boy.
Oh,
and
out in the real world?
Yeah.
Oh, we go somewhere?
Well, yeah.
We'll take this podcast on the road, and basically we'll show movies and we'll do Q&A.
We'll show a movie and then we'll do Q&A. Thanks for the ideas. Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell us what you want on the YouTube. Thanks, guys. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.
I can't do the third shift of hot dogs. I used to have like a couple in the beginning, a couple 5 innings later. Now I can't.
Is there an
like,
eating
that's
clock?
What? You eat 4 hot dogs in a game?
You fat ass. Jesus. Dodger dogs are 2 feet long.
The game means nothing. It's all about the relish and the mustard.
It's settling in and eating. That's the beauty. And you probably
I
have
got
a
it.
waitress.
Well, that's
Oh
the
my
best
gosh.
place to have a hot dog is a baseball game.
Hey, Dana.
What's up?
Welcome to Superfly.
I'm getting a haircut later today.
Oh, you are. Let's
Well,
not
it's starting
bury
to-
the lead.
It's just
A little shaggy.
It's just a little bit much. I need more face, less hair. If the hair's too bouffanty, then So anyway, I know it's exciting for the people listening. But
no, listen, I suffer a little bouffanteism now and then, but right now mine's sort of scraped back. My room is a hair darker than yours, so save it, YouTube. We don't want to hear that. And also, I do take sips of water sometime, and I actually hate it myself to see it. So I'm sorry, people watching, but sorry, I'm just trying to live.
No, I think
go ahead, Dana.
that's a good thing. No, I just so I went to the dentist.
Okay.
And usually at some point when I go to the dentist or the dentist or the doctor will say, wow. At some point when they're checking me out or doing diagnostics, they say, wow.
I mean, something's wrong or something? It scares you.
Something's blowing their mind. So I went to this guy before and he did a diagnostics on my teeth. And then I went in to get a crown, which, is kind of, you're like the king for a day.
Sure.
And, I said, you're going to say, wow, at some point today. And he goes, oh, come on, don't be silly. So they numb you. And then I swear to God, the drill was doing Beethoven's Fifth. Or it was sounding like it was crying. Like I've stopped the drill. So anyway, then under his breath at one point, after he got down, got all that stuff out, he goes, wow. So then he announces to me, you got 2 nerve endings down there. I can't put a crown on it. It's all 3D. You can see the tooth. It looks all shiny and ready.
I can see him hanging out of your mouth right now.
It's all
look like ropes
right back here. And so, so he says there's 2 nerve endings full of bacteria that are about to explode. So you need a root canal stat.
Oh.
So today, after this, I'm going to get a root canal. I don't quite know what they do, but I know they numb it up pretty good. So that's exciting.
Fucking sucks, whatever it is. I don't think I've had one.
Oh, you've had a root canal.
I don't think I've had shit. My teeth aren't great, but they're kind of, at least they're working right now, but I don't have tons. I used to have those silver fillings, more boring stories, but they found out those are bad for you, whatever. So they jack them out. It's another scam. The dentists go, let's say they're good for you, and then let's say we got to take them out. They get paid both ways. They got you coming and going.
No, you just look good.
But you
smile big.
I'm not really about my teeth. Well, I kind of have buck tooth.
Well, here why my stuff's not so great. So I had buck teeth. I was going to be called Bucky. And so they said, you got to get braces. Parents at first couldn't afford the bottoms. So the guy literally said to me, I'm sure I've said this on the podcast, can you just get a habit of pushing on this tooth to push it back? Because we can't afford the bottom. Finally, my parents, 5 kids, teacher salary, scraped together, got the braces. But first they said, let's pull 4 of your teeth, 2 up here and 2 here. So that's why I have a small mouth and a little like this. Otherwise, it'd be like fantastic. And then I got shitty braces. By the time I never brushed or flossed, I don't know how you floss with braces. I had headgear. When they came off, I had like 7 cavities. And from then on, I've had to take care of my teeth. But luckily,
they find full candy corns in it that aren't even chewed, jammed in it.
No, but how do you brush?
I had braces. It's horrible. I had the kind you hit on with a little hammer. You probably had that too, like a rubber hammer. Deesh. No wonder my neck's fucked up. And then they never take them off. And then I had the rubber bands, which are horrible.
Yeah, those and the head thing, the headgear, which was hard.
I had a key in there on a retainer during SNL to open the upper palate.
Oh, you had it later in life.
I had them early, and then we botched it. Because my mom got it out of the yellow pages. It was get braces and a free balloon. It was probably $100. So we had no money. So I get these shitty braces. My teeth were like this. And then they go, we got to get 4 wisdom teeth out. They took them out, and this will make you fucking puke.
I did get
those.
But
when I come home like this, way too much everything. As a kid, you've never had even aspirin. I haven't had anything.
Yeah.
And so I come home like, hello, darkness. And then they go to sleep. And I had 4 impacted. So they're all smashed with gauze. They go, change your gauze. So in the middle of the night, I go, I throw it in the sink. I put new ones in. And the next day I'm bleeding so much I'm sick. She runs me down there. They go, he almost died. He pulled all of his stitches out in the middle of the night.
You did.
I ripped everything out. I had to go do it again.
Because you were...
I just went in my mouth and went, rah, sick. Sickening. Pukable.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have gotten hooked on Vicodin then. I didn't have time though. But I did get aspirin and then whatever. And I didn't have any pain pills.
Yeah.
Advil now I take a lot.
I don't like general anesthesia. I said, just numb me up. And they go,
do you do gas?
No, I just do the shots. And they go, and it's like, this is a joke I used to do on stage. You go, a dentist having sex. All right. You're going to feel a little prick. Sorry. That's all I got.
And then maybe some little balls.
I don't know. When you're starting out, kids, you're just anything that gets a laugh. You're not thinking what your peers think. But no, I don't.
I will tell you, I had an adventure. Plus, I hope you're okay today because we need this thing to keep going.
Oh, it's going to be fine. It's modern dentistry.
If you need a ride, let me know.
All right.
Oh, you do?
I'll hit you up. Yeah. And I want to sit in the back because I get car sick after dental work. So I want to look like you're my chauffeur driving me through West Hollywood and just having people honk and go, look, I guess Dana hires David Spade to be his driver.
Yeah. Things have really switched. You go like this. Here's you. I'm driving. And then I'll just film you like this. And then I'll ask you questions and watch you go, oh, like they do on TikTok.
Modern dentistry is no big deal. Don't worry about it. I did get a cavity once where I didn't do the numbing, and I wouldn't do that again. That was hard.
Fuck, that wouldn't even cross my mind.
An idiot.
All right, so here I am this weekend. I went down, finally get to golf because I did 6 or 7 weekends on the road straight.
Jeez.
It is a bit of a grind, but
what do you do with all that money? Okay, go ahead.
I have Atlantic City coming up in a week. I have Reno and I have Sacramento. Okay, so... But those are fun. Those are just like fun ones and maybe a corporate. But so here I am. I get to golf. It's finally decent weather. So I'm in Newport.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there. Anyway, there's helicopters, which aren't always on the golf course. The golf course is kind of by the water. So that's the nice proximity of it all. Mm-hmm. So anyway, they're so hot. They're so close that you're like, okay, move. I don't know what's going on. And we're getting mad because it's so loud, whatever, over. For maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And that's not usually the idea of the golf course is to keep it quiet. So then I leave and I see a couple of cops when I'm checking out and I drive by them and I go, hey, what was going on with those helicopters? They go, oh, we had a boatload of migrants come on the beach and they all ran and they ran on the golf course. So they're all chasing and it's a whole thing going on around us. And I was like, who is our caddy? No, I'm kidding. But someone threw on overalls and jumped in. But
did
so they're running around.
You see them running? You see?
No, they were on the course next to us. They were running all over.
And that was all the stuff. Oh,
it was yeah. But they, by the way, I would have grabbed a cop and said, give me that free phone and give me that stuff and let me get out of your way. Because why are you running? So they just come right on the beach and they go, this happens sometimes. And I go, where'd they go? And they go, I don't know.
Well, that blows open the whole idea of we got to close the border. Now we should close the beaches first.
You have to close.
Most
you
come
don't need a wall.
in Point Magoo or something. They're
Point Magoo.
They're storming Point Magoo.
Aunt Blabby.
A perfect Carson
isn't safe.
Word.
Yeah, listen, it was just sort of it was sort of funny to me because I thought these Keystone cops are spinning around and everyone's running around, but we don't know anything. I wish we would have known at the time. Would I be scared? I don't know if I'd be scared, but I just thought I would help.
I think they're probably just desperate to meld into the population. If it's like The Great Escape with Steve McQueen or something, it's like they just want to get past everything and meld into
the guy runs up to me, need a fourth? We're like, oh, sure. I'm going to play through. And he grabs a club.
He shoots a 62,
and he's really good. And then it's a movie because he's so good.
Yeah, he's just a natural. I can't do the accent, but whatever accent it would be. By the way, only 25% of people of Mexican or heritage are coming across the border. 75% is from other countries. Just a fun fact for our listeners.
That's a longer hike, though. Yeah, I would think Mexico because it's right there.
Right. I don't
It's not
know.
Canadian, is it?
We're going to take them out. We're going to deport 300 million people. We're going to, excuse me, sir.
You're going too. You're going to get caught up in the net. Just grab you accidentally.
The rhythm I love of Trump, and I've been doing it, but when I see him do it, when he goes to the gruff thing, it's such a funny thing. He's just talking like this, and a lot of people said we'll do it. And then he sees the energies going down a little bit in the stadium, and we're gonna do it. And we're gonna do it. It's just he hits that so hard, and you kind of lean in when he does that. So, but Biden's my guy right now. He's my guy. So,
yeah. Also, okay. So in the news, I saw that Tom Brady, his ex-wife is Giselle. I don't know. Did you know this, Giselle? She's a supermodel. They call them supermodels now. And
she's a supermodel. It's better than a regular model.
So she gets pregnant.
She's pregnant with the karate instructor or martial arts instructor.
His whole life is just you're the karate guy, yeah. So they go off, and I like that they keep saying she's going to raise the baby in her $11.5 million home. They don't just say it's a nice house. 11.5.
Well, why wouldn't they round it up to 12 million?
They should do something because it's actually just
that's
funnier.
homework for my brain. I don't need to.
It's so much millions. Of
okay, so for people who just came in from Mars, Tom Brady was married to Giselle Bundchen, who's a supermodel for decades. She's still gorgeous, in great shape, and
everyone's gorgeous involved in this photo, but in this marriage. And you know what the two dots over the U in her name are called? Do you know, Dana? Do you know, Heather?
They're called a thing like a semicolon or something.
They're called an upsilon, I think.
Okay, so
cut to YouTube comments. Wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but then Tom Brady posts this Instagram the next day.
Can the child within my heart rise above? Okay.
Why?
Well, I get that.
Go ahead. What?
Well, because just human, male, female, forget this trio of dandies, these buttes. Just think of the human thing of being instinctually even proprietary over an ex in some ways. There's left vestigial feelings about that. So vestigial, leftover feelings. Yes. Scottsdale Community College gets dominated by College San Mateo. So the point would be Tom Brady is asking himself, can he just be magnanimous, be happy for them, be a good stepdad or whatever to the child? He's at, or he can be petty, reflexively jealous, not wishing them well. These are like just human things that he's trying to rise above. Your take. That's my hot take.
Jesus, you got a lot from those
to
seven
people
letters.
who are driving around. Can the child within my heart rise above? ? 3 hearts. There's 3 people involved. The chop guy.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Giselle and Tom.
Well, is it those 3, or what about the karate guy? Is that 4?
Well, I put chop guy. Okay, we'll call him. No,
Listen,
he's a jiu-jitsu champion.
There's the Hi-Ya guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hi-Ya. Do people still say Hi-Ya? Okay, so it's that, and it's also, but now he has a kid with Bridget Monahan, correct?
And then 2 with Giselle. I'm ashamed to report that
I'm
I know
ashamed
these
you
things.
don't know.
No, I'm ashamed that I know. What am
sadder,
I?
Yeah.
Should be reading history books.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that, and then so there's another kid, and this is from Landslide,
the
song,
right? Yeah. Can you put your best foot forward? How does it go?
And if I see my, what if the next Instagram is, and if I see my reflection, snow-covered hill.
See my reflection. I'm doing Bruce Springsteen as Stevie Nicks.
Yeah,
Stevie Springsteen.
Here, Heather,
and I see my reflection. I'm Bruce Springsteen, and I'm not a billionaire. He announced this week that he's not a billionaire.
He did.
I spent too much money to be a billionaire. I am officially not a billionaire.
On what? Those same Levi's he's worn for?
No, he sold his catalog. Good for him for $500 million. But there's taxes.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine. I'm not worried about him. There's a guy playing him now from The Bear. And
I know.
Does he look enough like him? I guess it's sort of just, it's not supposed to be. A lot of these biopics, they say, I just want the essence of the guy. I don't want to.
Well, if he's playing young Springsteen, when Springsteen really built himself up, with a tank top, really put on a lot of muscle.
That guy's jacked. Yeah.
And Jeremy Allen, why is that his name? Yeah, he's pretty built up. But yeah, Timothée Chalamet is playing Bob Dylan. I saw the trailer, and I think he'll be good at that.
Listen, as long as they're good-looking people, everyone's going to go. That's all that matters, really, to me.
Well, Timothy is a little bit closer to Bob Dylan in a sense of sort of, I don't know, baby face or whatever, just shape
kind of lean.
Face. Yeah, lean. And
now, Dana, you've heard the song "I Can't Eat Another Hero,"
right? Or the song "We Don't Need Another Hero."
Yeah, but here we do.
Here we do.
Here on the podcast, because hero bread is kind of what you've all been waiting for. At least I have. Where I don't want to cut out bread. I don't want to stop eating rolls. I can't take it. I want them. That's all I care about in life. And now, because those aren't as good for you.
Right.
Give us a better bread that's still good and cut that stuff out.
Yeah.
And what do you got?
You got hero bread. So it's basically 0 to 1 grams of net carbs, 0 grams of sugar, lots of fiber. So like during the holidays, you can really go crazy with the bread. You got grilled cheese, cozy pumpkin soup, buttery Hawaiian rolls with the family dinner, French toast casserole around the holidays. But now with hero, it's guilt-free in a sense because it's low carb, low sugar, high in fiber, but tastes amazing.
Yeah. And what do you want? I mean, you still get to eat bread. A lot of people just don't eat bread at all. They just have to cut it out. But if you could have it again, and it's not bad for you, it's actually good for you, then you got the low carbs, you got the fiber. So it's a plus. I mean, there's really no reason not to try it out.
The people from Hero Bread did a lot to give it texture, make it fluffier. Taste and be like regular bread that's full of sugar and carbohydrates. So it's kind of like, I'm going to say it, a win-win.
Yeah. It's a strong statement, but yeah. And, also I eat croissants on the road sometimes because toast gets too squishy when if I did ever a room service or something, but they're coming out with croissants and they got some new surprises coming out. So Hero Bread is offering 10% off your order of their new recipe. Go to hero.co. Use the code Superfly at the checkout. That's Superfly at HERO.co. The Menendez brothers, and I will safely say I haven't followed the whole. All I've heard is they might be out by Thanksgiving. So when are they hosting the show after Thanksgiving?
Yes, and how long after they step outside the prison will they be on Church Chat on Saturday Night Live?
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Well. We did a naughty thing. Jesus doesn't like what we did with our parents. Now we're out. It writes itself.
Oh yeah.
I'm inviting them on Church Chat.
Yeah, if they don't host somehow, if they're somehow not hosting, it will be played by who?
You know what? Look at guy on the right, because Mikey Day is pretty lean, and he could definitely play a Menendez brother,
because this is way
not
back.
Offensive to Mikey, but I could see.
No, I think I could see him.
Yeah, they're kind of lean, fit. I do think off the top of my head that the guy on the left, Eric, would be played by Colin Jost. I don't know.
Well, you might have to put the host in there. Who's the host?
Well, Eric and Lyle are not the host; they're just guests.
Now they're guests if they turn it down. they probably could pop up. Would it be a controversy if they come on?
No, I mean, they serve their time. They're, for whatever reason, they're being let out, and they've promised not to
kill anyone.
They said, what we did before, we're not going to do again, Judge. And he said, case dismissed.
We realize everyone got mad about it. So
Yeah. And our
Yeah, but would people get mad if they came on SNL? And you understand it would be a great thing for SNL, it'd be fun. But would people at home, which, hey, it's controversy.
Pop quiz. Did OJ ever come on SNL? Of course, he was never convicted.
Right.
So he could have come on.
He was convicted for the wrong thing that I would have gotten mad about. Someone stole his stuff and then he wanted it back. But he did a real no-no. Both, combined the sum of the parts.
Did Ted Bundy ever do a guest spot on Hee Haw?
Hee Haw was fucking big, but people don't know.
A Western Saturday Night Live or a Western Laugh-In, basically.
Yeah, Western sketches and songs.
I remember Bernie Burlstein going, because
he produced it, didn't he?
Yeah, and he goes, they take hee-haw money just as they take any other kind of money in London. Money's money. It doesn't matter, because people look down their noses at hee-haw.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to, whatever show. Saturday
Bernie
Night Live.
did Alf also, right?
A puppet makes money. Rule number 2. No, we love Bernie, but Bernie was old time show business to us.
Muppets, puppets, any sort of puppets.
Actually, we have a show called The Uppets. They can be a Muppet or a puppet, and it covers all bases.
It's all funny. Okay, let's do more headlines because we've got a guest today, so we got a couple more.
We got to get to our guest.
Oh yeah. Well, are we what? Oh, who wants to know that? Oh, we're talking about trick or treating. Well, unfortunately, we taped this the second before Halloween happened. So this is costumes that I thought were funny. I saw. This is a person dressed as a foot.
A foot in a
foot. So
in a.
For those of you at home, there's
Is a foot in a thong. Is that what are those called? Those shoes?
A thong shoe.
A thong shoe.
Nowadays,
not
you say
the undergarment.
thong.
Yes. And that shit. They have a big red toe, and it's a little crooked.
Is a G-string different than a thong, Heather?
But those are beach thongs. They're called thongs as well as underpants.
They used to be called something else that we can't say anymore, but they're called flip-flops, let's say.
Oh, they're called flip-flops now.
It's a guy dressed in a flip-flop, standing up in a flip-flop. Mm-hmm. Painting it's too hard to describe. It's funny though. I think it's funny. Horrible costume to walk around in. Horrible.
I'll announce the best costume. My older brother in New York went to a costume party like this. And so what he did was he just put all these, with rope or whatever, he put mirrors all over his whole body and all around him. And people would say, "Who are you going as?" And he says, "I'm going as you." Because they would see their reflection.
I can see my reflection in the other guy's costume.
Okay,
here's one. This is the Olympic pole vaulter.
And that's
remember
his
I got
wiener? It, and that's the costume.
You got it. I think the hard part about this is, you can't get a rod because the pole will fall. But also the pole, he made it just long enough where it's a hassle, but it's not totally debilitating to bump into people.
Right. It might be funnier if it was 10 foot across.
Yeah.
Like the real pole vaulter. I would be the pole vaulter in the pit and just have wheels on top of the pit and just roll around as pole vaulter when they land in the pit.
You just want to be the pit?
Well, look, I mean, there is no more.
Look.
Look, there's no more sexual sport. In high school, guess who got the girls? The pole vaulters. They're going down the runway. Course. They're very fast, very muscular. They've got this long phallic pole. They plant it. Then they climax over the bar and land in a bed. I mean, it's really, it shouldn't be allowed.
Jizz on the bed.
It should not be allowed in high school.
It's so perverted
Too
now that
sexual.
You say it. You should have the church lady talk about how bad the Olympics are. That's
pole
funny.
vaulting is.
Yeah.
We like to take our pole. We grip it.
What are you for Halloween this year? Skeletons in the closet. Wait.
Oh, skeletons in the closet isn't
How long
bad.
did it take you to make this?
1 month.
You're telling me you made this whole costume from scratch?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, that's good. Skeletons in the closet is good. I mean, that's a month of prep to go to a friend's party at a dorm in an apartment complex. That's a lot of work. I thought she was going to Heidi Klum's party.
You know, basically,
You're not impressed.
Halloween, really, what it's all about, David, just for
Yeah.
a second here, is about 3 to 6-year-old kids who are jumping out of their seat. They're so excited to ring the doorbell. They have their costume. They say trick or treat, and they're adorable. I have trick or treat, I have candy, you know, and they're
Free
so
candy.
And then as the night goes on, that's 6:30 or 6. And then by 9:30, you got like a 15-year-old kid, you know, he just got a pillowcase. He's just ransacking.
And a gun.
He just puts sunglasses on. I'm a guy at the beach, you know, and he's just grabbing and grabbing. And then eventually there's a guy with an Uzi that opens fire.
Yeah, I'm robbing you. Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you know, it's funny because there's schools now I read that they're banning Halloween parties because Halloween is bad. I don't know how it's bad, but it's bad. So I think they should just say, okay, let's just say it's a costume party at school and you get free candy because that's all it is really to 99% of the people. I don't really know what the bad part is, but it's something that is against someone. So if it is, fine.
8th graders like to do mayhem, and I've done that. You know, throw eggs. They want to have shaving cream.
Right.
They want to get people wet and crazed out. You know, I was traumatized by Halloween because my parents moved October 31st. So my first day of kindergarten was Halloween. And so I'm late. I'm introduced to the class and they all have crazy masks on and they seem like scary. And I had no costume. We have to march around the playground. So they just gave me a plastic fireman's hat and that was my costume.
That's it.
Never forgot it, man. Trauma.
That was your first like SNL sketch. You're like, I'm a fireman. You should have come as Wayne or Garth or the church lady or something.
I don't know.
You blew it. You blew it.
Are you going to man the door this year and pass out candy?
Dude, to come up this hill, no one's that strong unless Carrie Underwood comes up with her legs.
Dressed as the Tommy Boy guy?
Yeah, that's what I am. I did post a lot of people I like when they post costumes of something I did. There's a lot of Emperor's New Groove. There's Joe Dirt's actually, I take it, it's very flattering, but a lot of them are too easy. Oh, I did have one. I'll play it next week of a kid dragging a meteor around town. That was funny. He really got it.
Oh, really? That's funny. That's
around a whole town, and he's doing lines from the movie.
That is. Yeah,
but Joe Dirt is like flannel shirt, mullet, it's too easy. So there's bench warmers. That's kind of funny because one has a bike helmet on and one has a vest on. And then there's grown-ups, which all you really need, it's really easy and lazy, but you just need one guy with a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket over his head. And then that sells it.
And then you're good.
The rest of it is Spade and cargo shorts. Well, you've got Wayne and Garth.
Well,
they can do
Garth,
church lady,
any woman, it's always a woman. Oh, there it is.
Oh, look at this kid. Okay.
Oh, cute. That's the age.
Not 15 years.
Oh.
But just for laughs, let's see how much you're worth.
Well, it ain't a meteor.
Yeah, it is.
He walks slow like I do.
Well,
what is that, a tire?
But it ain't no meteor. It's a big old frozen chunk of shit.
What?
Oh,
This kid's milking
See, them
it.
airplanes, they dump their toilets 36,000 feet and the stuff freezes and falls to Earth.
Okay.
We call them Boeing bombs.
No, that can't be. That's not what it is.
That's a space
No, I'm
peanut.
afraid so. You see the peanut? Dead giveaway.
Yeah, that's a space peanut.
All right, that's enough.
I'm afraid not.
Yeah. I don't want to give away the whole movie.
It makes me like that movie because it's so ridiculous. Movies are fun, just so ridiculous.
I like that kid. He gets in. When you got the AC/DC shirt, there's people at Comic-Con that one guy has a really good one with a full overalls, full real meteor. I think it's a real meteor, Dan.
I got to say, I'm just going to insert this it's kind of one of the most flattering things you could do as a comedian doing characters in movies or on Saturday Night Live. And decades later, people and young people are dressing up as them. It's very flattering. It's like
I do love it. Yeah.
It lasted. I think that comedy, when I was coming through my formative years, Monty Python and stuff, bonding over comedy, really even more than drama, catchphrases and stuff.
For sure. Oh, when we were in high school, just all we cared was comedy movies.
Yeah, totally.
So fun. All right, next one. What else? running out of time. We're getting close to the
We're
end.
getting close to the end, folks. You can
We have a guest.
go about your. Go over.
Oh, is another costume? This is so weird. I don't know how they do it.
Hi guys, good morning. What?
Even better, he does that.
That
Okay. No, don't get to figure it out.
no, I just did that last second. I just figured it
You
out.
did?
Well, his real
Oh,
feet are
don't
out
tell
the
me.
bottom.
Is it a magic trick? I didn't get it.
Optical illusion, or is it a visual? It's a very good effect. Can we see it one more time?
Yeah.
For people who are just listening.
I like that he goes from that to standing up. That feels like
I don't know.
a better
That's
trick.
That's pretty good. I'm not sure I totally figured it out. You know.
Yeah, I like that you're like, oh, that old chestnut, and then you thought.
Well, I
you, like,
thought his
cracked
left
the
arm would
code.
be fake, but it didn't look fake. You know, like half his body would.
Yeah.
So it's an optical illusion, or it's a deep fake, or it's AI, or something. So
AI can really, when I look at Instagram, any news report about something can be an AI. They fake the voice now. Any photos of people can be
Or
AI.
anything.
Anything they say, so it's
Yeah.
getting scarier to say this is real. This scares me. This doesn't. You just don't know 100% anymore.
Nope. The only good news is like within 3 or 5 years, Mike Myers and I could just be hanging out. What's up, man? Hey, let's go to the AI and just say the AI. Wayne's World 3 and just some silly plot. Click the button, and within 1 second, we'll have a 90-minute feature film. Will be digital copies of ourselves from 30 years ago, and the movie will be a hit. Take
I
1
want to do
second.
hologram stand up where we go on the road. You don't go on the road. You just do that. They get in there in their own house, or they get with people, and you appear on the stage and do your act.
They kind of.
I think that's going to happen.
That's happened. I think Todd Rundgren did.
I already did a tour.
shows.
Yeah, it happened.
You can do it from one place, and it beams into all the living rooms. But yeah, hologram.
Beam me up, Dana.
Mm-hmm. You fight technology. You're more fearful
I
of
fight
technology.
every day.
You're like,
I go, no.
quick impression of you fighting technology 2024. I don't understand it. I can't believe it. It's too much for me. I don't like it. It's not my
You're the
best.
devil.
You're the devil.
Take it away.
You could do a quick
I don't
impression
get
of
it.
me too if you want.
Okay, here's Dana. That's you getting your root canal. Give me another liquid Vicodin. You got a Vicodin drip there like a gerbil.
Here's you watching me get the root canal with closed circuit. You found out where it was.
like
You're
this.
watching me on a little TV screen in your mansion.
And then I press a button. More pain. Go deeper.
Less Novocaine. Fake Novocaine.
Yeah.
I don't
Here's
think this
Dana.
is accurate of you, but it's kind of like
Here's
you.
how fake your dentist is. That because you got the cheapest guy. So at the end he's running out. So he just melts down Advils and puts them in an iron. Then he goes like this, and then you get the steam of the steamed Advil.
Here's you with a closed circuit camera out in the parking lot, watching me just in pain, swollen up, going to my car. Heather, look.
Heather, help me look.
It's not my best impression, but it's just an
No, it's
impression. It
close.
doesn't have to be accurate.
That that one stung because it was so accurate.
Here's an impression of you watching me kill at the Comedy Store.
No, here's me.
Here's you watching me do a bit at the Comedy Store and deciding that you might use it for your own act.
Oh yeah. Here's me. Switch that word. Switch that word.
Word. He'll never know. Get laughs.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I can generate those kind of laughs. But yeah. By the way, last night I went to the Comedy Store to say hi to Bobby Lee and Santino. They were
Absolutely.
doing their together, and then of course I went up. Stage hog. So I went up, and it was pretty fun. Oh, you know what I did do though, Dana?
We have all
shouldn't
this
tell you
new material that hasn't been exposed yet.
I got my drink, my water, because I do it between jokes. I don't have to explain that. I go like this. Live fly buzzing in the water, live going in my mouth.
On
I
stage.
stopped it. freaked out, couldn't remember my act. I'm like, what do I do?
Did you
Where were
tell
you,
the
Dana?
audience what
You
just
didn't help me.
happened? You could do 10 minutes.
I
on
did
that.
not. Isn't that funny? I did
You
not.
hid it from the audience?
I don't want to give away all my tricks. I just was like, I thought they'd be so grossed out because it was like this. It bumped my mouth. Sick. Dude, I couldn't even focus. I barely killed and barely got a standing ovation.
Did you just one standing ovation? Because that's a low bar. Ladies and gentlemen, David Spade is on the way to his car. Wait a minute, he's coming back out again.
What? When I did my special, they do, I think they did do a standing ovation, Heather, but I think if I might have earned it, but it went well, but I think they feel like they should.
Well,
they stood up when I came out. That's good.
Who doesn't?
But, it's hard.
Yeah. I mean, well, now you're like, they're thanking you for the years of fun.
3,000. The one before it was in Minnesota, which I loved, the theater.
Great crowds there. Yeah.
But it was about 3 years ago, and I couldn't hear my opener, Bobby, killing, and he usually does really well. And I'm like, oh no, they're a tough crowd. I told you this. So I go on, and they're like this, and then I'm not doing as well. And have you ever had a show that's important, and you're like, this is going to be a tough set, and we're not just at a comedy club. It's like a tough set when we're filming it. And so I'm working. And then I realized they're all in masks, but I didn't know. And so the laughs would be like, ha ha, but now they're like this.
You didn't know the audience was masked?
No, I said, oh, I don't want to. I said, they go, I think that one, because of COVID, I go, no, I don't want that. But then they never said, oh, you don't have any say in it. And I'm like, oh, is that why they weren't? And I was worried about so many other things. I go, I don't know if it was worth it. I did like the special. That's not the problem. It's just
special.
And they were a
great.
good crowd, but you can't hear it as much. And so there's more pausing because you're like, but this one's like,
that's just
crowd.
Was not what comedy was built for, as a masked crowd.
Yeah.
Masks are
Even
for robbers or maybe magicians, but they're not for a comedy crowd.
Yeah, Nate did one during COVID, and he had everyone sit 10 feet away from each other.
Oh, rather than
I don't know if they had
masked up.
masks on, but they were all back, and it was just it was still funny. But that's just one where, like, now I get my special. Like Nate was like, this will be great, and then it wound up being funny, but that's not the ideal situation. You just want a regular comedy, and this one was a regular theater, Denver, 2 shows, a lot of fun. So that's not even out. It won't be out for a while.
It must have been a blast having all that energy come at you. I did one
so
where,
much more fun.
It was sort of near a college, and a lot of the kids had free dental care. But anyway, a lot of them apparently had dental work the day that I was going to shoot my special. So a good amount of the audience had cotton in their mouth, and I couldn't really hear them. But I shot the special. But you ever have a set like that where you come out and they're just not laughing that hard, and halfway through you go, they had dental work today. It's free at the college, and all their mouths are full of cotton. And I go, why am I shooting this special in this situation? But I just did the best I could.
I shot a special, and I realized that they all had a pillow over their face.
I knew you were going somewhere. We go from mask to cotton. Okay. So why though, David, let's just follow this scenario. Why would they all have a pillow over their face?
Well, that's a great question, because that day was a pillow fight they had on this campus, and then they were so tired they fell asleep face down in their pillows. But it was still a pretty good show.
I did a special in a sort of sketchy area of the country, and everyone in the audience had a hood over their over them. So and
let's look at a clip. I think we have a lot of clips for that.
They're actually the worst special is when the tickets just didn't sell and the whole theater was empty.
Oh,
and they
if
said,
it's not full,
you got to shoot
tough.
it anyway. You got to shoot it anyway. It was just one person out there, and his name was David Spade, and I thank you for that.
All right, we will go. Should we talk about? No, we'll go. Well, I'll talk about it next time. Okay, it's nice meeting you, Dana, and this is a really fun one. And let's bring on our guest right now.
Yeah, we have a great guest today. He's been on our podcast before, ladies and
He's
gentlemen.
in the waiting room for a half hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present you the one and only comedy legend because he's had his fingerprints all over comedy for at least 2 decades.
From 40-Year-Old Virgin to Superbad.
Yeah.
To
other movies and specials. Anyway, what can't this fella do? And he's going to tell us about his new charitable events coming up. It's just very cool of him.
We're going to talk about stand-up and everything fun.
And what
Judd
is this
Apatow.
person's name? Judd Apatow.
Yeah, there you go.
Apatow.
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 We still don't know.
You feeling fancy today?
I'm going to call you a legend.
Yes.
You like
I'm
that?
going to call you Apatudio.
You like that? Just for the
Apatudio.
amount of time you've been part of the American comedy scene.
We've been around a long time.
That's how
Judd,
you get. That's why you're a
quick
legend.
question. Enough about your credits. There are plenty. It looks like a CVS receipt. Now, Dane had a question about the baseball game. This will be on Friday. And so the
Right. It
games
may be
will
over, but I
may be
just
over.
wanted to make the comment, and you can answer the question. Baseball as a sport.
Yeah.
If you're going to, the guy who makes, I'm not going to pick on Aaron Judge, anybody who's on a cold streak, well, 19
Icy.
strikeouts in a row, could you take a Judd, a David, or me, put us in the same position, and then the team would be the same? Nothing would change. We wouldn't get a hit either. There's no other sport, baseball, basketball, you'd be killed. But baseball, basketball, football. But in baseball, I thought to myself, I can do as good as Aaron Judge is doing most
At
of the
the plate.
time.
It's
But you couldn't
brutal, like
feel.
when they get the yips. When like someone gets the yips and they can't pitch or. And
Well, what is it?
I
Do you
relate
know
to this.
baseball that well? I mean, do you
Yeah,
have
you go to the
any
games. Someone said they
specifics for
saw you.
people?
Is that true?
I went to a couple of Dodger games and I went and the person who brought me said, "These are great tickets. You're right, behind the plate." And I'm like, "Oh no, does that mean like I'm on camera the whole time?"
Every
He's like,
second.
"No, it's just you're at the corner. It's pretty rare." I'm literally in the center the entire game for 3
I would
hours,
hate-
me staring, not wanting to
have
do
to
what I
pay
normally do, which is
attention.
like eat hot dogs and burgers and
Mhm.
not pay attention. So I just sat there like frozen for 3
How
hours.
far
on
was John
TikTok.
Hamm from you? What was the
Yeah.
Rogues Gallery of
Proximity.
stars?
I did see Ham. I saw
Mhm.
Mary Hart. There was definitely some heart happening there.
God, how did she
Mhm.
score that
John
directly?
Johnson.
She's in like the shot when they show the batter up close. She's like right next to the bat, She's in the tight
There's
shot,
a
too.
fold-up chair. If the ump is brawny enough, there's a fold-up chair right behind him. And I thought I saw Lorne Michaels sneaking a peek over the shoulder. Just one quick insert here. They know that, so sunflower seeds are big. I understand that. They know they're going to be seeing 50, 60 shots of the coach of the Yankees spitting out sunflower seeds. So they know it's
Sick.
coming. They're going to spit them out. It's just not a good look. I mean, what do you think about this? Because this is all over the web. I mean, this is blowing up.
Well,
Yeah, these are
I mean, that's what I was like
controversial
on camera. My whole thing was don't eat. Don't eat.
No,
That's
Don't-
hard to tell
don't let
Judd
people
that.
understand how much you eat because now that they have the pitching clock, the game's faster.
Right.
So they rush the pitchers to pitch. So the game is like 40 minutes shorter, which means I can't do the third shift of hot dogs. I used to have like
Oh.
a couple in the beginning, a couple 5 innings later. Now I
Is there
can't.
an eating clock?
What? You eat 4 hot dogs in a game?
You fat ass. Jesus. Dodger dogs are 2 feet long.
The
Exactly.
game means nothing. It's all about the relish and the
No,
mustard.
it's settling in and eating. That's the beauty. And you probably
I
have
got
a
it.
waitress.
Well, that's
Oh
the
my
best
gosh.
place to have a hot dog is a baseball game.
There's hard
No,
liquor. You get a seat that's close. Suddenly, it's full on hard liquor.
The thing, Dana, when you go to these games, if everything goes wrong and you're totally bored, you can watch the game. But there's so much other things going on. That's why Judd wants to not just sit there and stare at the game. He's like, oh my God.
Well,
I have another question.
A super fan, by the way, during the regular season, it's the 150th game. The team's in last place is still riveted by the game. But every sport, and especially baseball, when it comes to the World Series, I'm riveted by every single second. But in the middle of the season, I'm not going there.
Dips a little.
But I love the World Series. I think it's incredible. Judd, comment.
Well, I think it was shocking to see the Mets play so well. And oh God,
oh my God,
oh, get that pussy cat out of there.
It's a preview for Cat NATO.
I prefer the Mets when they're terrible. Like when they start winning, I almost start drifting as a fan. Because when I was a kid, they were always so bad. I love to be the only fan at the stadium.
Yes.
So I have trouble when they're great, but it was fun to see the Mets play well.
Yep.
Wait, I have this is a controversial question. This is just
yeah.
at press time, which is way before this airs. But then this chubby sort of portly fat guy that tried to take the ball out of the glove.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was that heavy. We want to disparage his look.
Yeah,
he was
like me.
He was husky. Husky is the most benign word about
dad bod. He had a dad bod.
Oh yeah, he had dad bod. Farley always said, "I'm a husky."
I know.
That's a size he wears. Okay, so husky guy and his buddy who get. I mean, I get all the hijinks and hey, it's your team, but when you are snapping Mookie Betts' a clavicle while you're bending his hand back and giving him carpal tunnel and stealing the ball, fine. And they get kicked out, fine. But they're back. They're allowed to come back the next game. I don't think they should be allowed. I don't.
Nope.
That was shocking.
If there is a next game in New York, whoops. We don't know. This comes out 2 weeks from now.
No,
so
there is for sure a game after that game. I don't know if there's a game after that game.
Well, it's sudden death for the Yankees every game. You know, they have to
Dana,
win.
you don't care that they're coming back. You don't care.
I'm intrigued by both teams. I just think that you can't be that good and not explode like they did last night for 10 runs. And can you use the word, are they choking the yips? I mean, in the first 3 games, or just a little bit of luck on the Dodgers side with throwing people out and,
Judd, what's the answer, Judd?
One might say, I'm not a big expert on this, but it might.
Yes, you are, compared to us.
It might be that the Dodgers are playing really well. I mean, as a Mets fan, it's hard
that's
to.
a hot take.
That's a crazy. Go out on a limb.
I like all the teams. I like the Mets, the Dodgers, the Yankees. So
they're scoring more points.
I'm not even rooting for anybody. I'm kind of like
I root for players.
Space.
I want Aaron Judge to go crazy. I root for the players because my heart goes out to anybody who's on that stage who's that brilliant since he's 10 years old. And watching him struggle like that, so I root for players. Mm-hmm.
Listen. By the way, this just in: the Yankees allowed the players to come back, but the MLB overruled it
and banned them. Wow,
there you go.
Mm-hmm. I
For
think
how long?
that's more probably
Forever.
Judd, we don't have a ticker tape here. We just have a couple.
We're going to
blurbs.
see similar-looking men at the Dodger Stadium, with fake mustaches and noses on, seated in the exact same place. So I think there's more to this story than what we're hearing.
Well,
right
they got
now.
the facial recognition technology, like it matters.
Oh, that's right. AI.
Yes.
AI finally comes to the rescue. All right. What about Aaron Judge? His life is all green lights. If he's got a little bit of trouble, he'll be fine. Because he's like 6'8". Is that possible? 6'8"? Is that even a number that's possible? Oh, yeah, it is because it's on every girl's Instagram. The guy's got to be minimum 6'8".
Yeah, it is kind of weird when you're really good looking and gigantic and then a superstar athlete and worth hundreds of millions of dollars. You're kind of like, is there anything that's bugging you right now in life?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Dana's like crying for the guy.
They say that like a lot of the reason why people are the quarterback is because they were good looking in junior high and high school, and they just kind of keep getting opportunities due to their sexiness and handsomeness to play. We're
Sexy
like the really
privilege.
goofy, ugly guy who might have become great. Not talking about myself, but maybe never gets a shot. They're fast.
He never got in there.
And the handsome guys get the shots, and next thing you know, every quarterback looks like Tom Brady. It's
even backups are good looking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I love about comedy. It doesn't matter what your mug is. You can have any kind of look.
like
If
us.
you're funny, because I was sort of a cutesy guy for a long time until I reached
Adorable.
this age. I was
Still
and
adorable.
Spade and I were like, You don't
The
look
two
funny.
cutest.
I was told that by some manager. You don't look funny, kid.
Not funny enough?
You don't look funny. You don't look
Well,
funny.
I have a question for Judd about the state of showbiz because Judd's got his
Judd has a lot to
pulse
say.
or whatever. I just read because we were sort of bitching about how in LA there's not a lot of shooting because or at least the wrong kind.
You mean photography
there's
of film production?
There's not enough tax credits. Everyone goes to Georgia. We all know this. Judd knows this better than anyone. One of the first things, Judd, when you get a budget of a movie is like, where do you shoot it? Right? Isn't that an early?
That's right.
It's not always LA unless the movie takes place in LA, right?
Well, they always want you to make the budget lower. I think in the old days you could kind of convince them it would be better in LA. Now I think they just go to Prague. It looks like LA. Go to Prague. I remember we did a movie in Shreveport, Louisiana with Harold Ramis. And so we did it to get the tax break. And we kept hearing screaming like, and it was ruining all the takes. And we're like, what are we next door to? And they said, it's a monkey sanctuary where after they test monkeys, that's where they live out their day. That's where they send you to make a movie, not LA, which has all the good equipment.
Do you switch it out and make your film
monkeys.
a Tarzan movie, even if it's a romantic comedy? I mean, you write fast. I mean, come on, we just make it a
on the fly.
Jungle Cruise 2.
Dana, that's just in. So they're changing. Gavin Newsom is changing the tax credit in LA because of our podcast. They only had 350 million a year credit. They just bumped it to 700 million. And that's not going to go into effect till next summer. So a year, but I think it's okay. It's not enough when everything is in billions now. Everything you hear about is a billion win here, 2 billion, 20 billion, 100 billion. So when you still have an M in front of it, it doesn't sound like it's a huge help, but it will help. So I appreciate the effort, but we got a lot of crew. We got a lot of people here that want to work and they're in the Tinseltown, Hollywood. And we got to make it a little easier. We have studios there all over the place. Don't want them to go down.
Yeah, we don't want.
We need a tax break, which is more than Jessica Alba has in the bank.
Yeah, at any given time.
I personally love
rich.
the businessman artist thing. I'm envious, but when I see people leveraging whatever their career is and then becoming a gazillionaire with different products, it's like,
How come you never bought like a cell service?
Yeah, Dana.
I thought in the 90s, you couldn't even do a commercial. In the 80s, Hans and Franz were offered just do it. The first Nike campaign, just do it. Couldn't do it. Weren't allowed to do it.
Why? Who said no?
Just forces at play. It's not what we do. And then it flipped. And now you see even cast members that are out of SNL doing massive campaigns for commercials. So
they leave the show to do a commercial and come back.
I turned down a lot of commercials and I would have gone, I'm fine, but I would have gone back and done them. Leno was right. Leno did Doritos. And people
do Doritos.
I remember I had a friend who left SNL and they did a commercial for the phone company. And got paid more money than they got paid for like 8 years on SNL.
Yes. Well,
Dana, I did one for a MCI. No, I did one for
what's in your wallet? Weren't you one of the
1-800-COLLECT? I did that too. No. But when I 1-800-COLLECT, where I go, hey, call, and I was on a payphone going, hey, call 1-800-COLLECT. Beep boop bop boop beep bop beep. I did that. Anyway, hilarious. So when I did a Playboy interview, which is like kind of a big interview, not just Playboy, but it's just a big interview. And so Gervitz called me and he goes, I'm sorry. I'm reading this interview. I'm sorry. I just got a call from MCI. You didn't happen to say in the interview you do commercials for 1-800-COLLECT, but you don't really use that for collect calls. You use Sprint. Did you say that? I'm sorry. All the people that are going to have to give back their millions of dollars take one step forward. That's you, Spade.
Is that what happened?
Are you? Yeah, they called and said, we want our money back.
And you apologized.
And I said, no, I was just saying that.
Kidding.
There's literally no defense. I was like, I was just being honest.
I would just say that it's opposite. In those days, it was like, oh, you do a commercial, you're selling out. No. If you do a shitty movie with a shitty director, and that's your face on the face of a shitty movie, that's selling out. Everyone knows when we see our heroes doing a commercial, they're getting paid a lot of money, but this is not their creative area.
Right.
This is not their
But
art.
you want them to hopefully be decent. So
Well, that's
turn
a
down ones that
bonus.
aren't
So
quite there. But they're
that-
never going to be a 10 out of 10 usually.
So, Judd, would you like a commercial? Judd Apatow for...
Would you direct a Super Bowl one?
I've
And are you right now?
ever. Well, here's the thing. I got offered a Super Bowl commercial, and
Here we go.
some company wanted to do some sort of variation of Seth and Paul doing, how I know you're gay as a Super
Paul
Bowl
Rudd.
ad.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I
But
was
not
like,
gay. Would it be? What would it be?
I don't think that'll work. And so
I don't either.
And they hadn't asked them yet. So I just said no. Like, I don't see how you can adjust that joke to make it work.
Right.
Then I watched the Super Bowl. They're both in it. They made millions, and it was funny. Like, they all
There you go.
You cut yourself out of the equation? Hilarious.
I didn't believe it ourselves.
Did you turn the TV off and storm out of the room when you saw that?
I was upset.
Yeah. The one thing I wanted to ask you, just because I'm curious, because we briefly talked about it a little while back, is just the culture of Hollywood in terms of what they'll green light. And I know now you just said something interesting and it wasn't negative or whiny. It was just sort of like observing that when you pitch things, if it's subtle and kind of quiet, like something like The Office or whatever, they want something that can trend or make noise or be noisy as a concept.
Noisy,
Chimpanzees go on a spaceship and then come back to Earth, and Eartha Kitt is alive and is president of the United States. You got it. So how are you navigating that? I know we're going to talk about your stand-up in a second, but as a filmmaker...
Well, I have a new theory, which is I feel like everything is like in the newspaper business. If it bleeds, it leads. Like everything is doom scrolling because they don't want you to shut anything off. So they're obsessed with it being really intense. That's why almost everything on the streamers is either about the biggest star in the world or a serial killer.
Right.
Like everything is a thriller. Everything is like intense,
hypersexual.
Yeah.
Some actress,
Comedy's
like Nicole Kidman, which I love her shows because they're just sexy thrillers.
Because she's in every one.
And she's in a lot. Good for her.
God,
it's all like completion rate. Like we must have them completed. We cannot put on a film if anyone shuts it off. And so there's an intensity to everything, whether it's sexy or exciting or terrifying. And I think it changes it so you don't have quieter, subtler, whatever funny human things, because I think they're afraid people are going to shut it off or not go.
Yeah.
And you lose a lot of good stuff when everything is so wired,
Yeah. Every TikTok starts with, I just got shot. And then you go, really? And they go, let me back up a minute. So I was born in Michigan. And everyone's like, oh my God. And then it never gets to, it takes, and I hate when it says wait for it on it. Wait for it so I can make money when it hits a minute. Wait for it.
Yeah.
And so you wait for it. And I'm like, wasn't worth the wait. Yeah.
I think if you
have to tell you
to it, it's everywhere. Is this like
Judd, I think when Nicole Kidman comes out at the beginning of AMC, she should tell you, in this movie, we want you to watch the whole thing. It's like saying wait for it. It's like ideally stay till the end.
Well, I have to say the movie going experience now is bigger and better for me than it's ever been, because only in church or in a movie theater are you pretty much required to turn off your phone, or basically on takeoff on a plane. So you go into a dark theater, so you turn it off and you're trapped in the movie, where you might click away if you had 1,000 choices, but you hang with it. And then a lot of times, that was a great movie. And it's so peaceful. I pay it to go to a matinee just because I'm in a dark room looking at a screen with imagery.
It's fun. It's still
you
fun.
shut the world off. Judd, comment?
I think there's nothing better than laughing in a movie theater with a lot of people. And we need more. Let's do more.
I miss Judd preview screenings when it goes well. It's so fun.
When
see
you
the movie for the first time. Oh my God!
When you've been working on it for years and you show it to people for the first time. I remember when we showed Superbad for the first time. I convinced Cameron Crowe to come to just give us notes if we screwed anything up, and it just killed so hard. It was like winning the Super Bowl. It was just
so great.
It was so funny. It was like Carvey on SNL doing Biden.
Yeah, come on. And guess what? And by the way. Come on, folks. Let's get real. Let's get real time and gotta do it. that was that was a little nerve wracking. I thought for the first one, and I think I overdid his walk a little bit when I came out, but because
I go, did he get shot?
You don't see it. I had never seen myself do Biden, so I made adjustments. But I was waiting for someone to maybe heckle me, and I had it locked and loaded. Get your facts straight, Jack. I was ready for that.
Yeah.
But so far, the New York Times co-signed it, so I'm happy. Yeah.
I remember when I heard it the first time, and I said to you, I go, look at Dana. Everyone's struggling to figure out their Biden. And you have it just nailed quietly in your own little world. And I it was the dream that they would have you do it on the show. I'm glad that all worked out.
Bizarrely, was invited to do it before Biden was before the debate problem, and then afterwards, Lorne Michaels still, you'll come in, he just wanted me to be there. But anyway, yeah, it's fun to be able to do a character that's kind of ironically new and then is leaving the stage very soon. So it's like a little,
You know what I like about it? It's like you alpha dog the whole show. You're like, oh, by the way, yeah, I'm still the best one who ever did it. Boom.
Yeah.
This
Plus,
is my
Biden
favorite
would've been
Superfly episode so far.
Bad. I think they didn't know they needed a good Biden until they saw it. Then they were like, oh, good. This is a great addition.
Who would be the other character that you have loaded that you're like, second half?
I would love to do James Carville currently on those Zooms leaning over. Yeah, and I like the Southerners. I do like both. We both love Senator John Kennedy. Who does the. Now, you tweeted on October 4th, your words, not mine, that you would believe. So anyway, that's those two. If they were invited, I would try to do a deep thing on them. So
no one does RFK. Is it offensive to try to do RFK?
I did it here, only explaining what dystonia is. I have a brother with dystonia, and it's not lethal, but his vocal cords are just constricting, and so that's his voice. It doesn't stop him, but it is all stuck back there, and you have to get used to listening to it. If you
I think it's just hard to listen to. That's
I get used to it. I listen to him on Joe Rogan, and
but the ladies like it, so it's not hurting them.
Yeah.
Well, look, he's a Kennedy. They go, oh, did he have anything going on? Well, look at his uncle and dad. Come on.
Born with a boner.
But is a Republican Kennedy a Kennedy? How does he hit on the ladies setting up Dana?
I don't know.
Let me hear him hit on.
How does Trump? It's unbelievable.
A Republican, Bobby Kennedy Jr. or the.
No,
I do Jack Kennedy and Bobby Kennedy from heaven talking about their your son. Your son is certainly a colorful character. Has very extraordinary positions on different issues. I know. I agree, Jack. He dances to his own tune. It's just the same accent, but slightly more Bugs Bunny. But
I like that they're so compassionate about him. They're not mad.
Well, they would be. You know how Jack Kennedy. If you ever want to just be happy, watch a John F. Kennedy press conference in 1961 or two. The charm and it's off the charts. The way he was. I see you're a question, and then he would do some self-effacing joke. I mean, what a master of that. So. Anyway, I don't know how we got here, but where should we go next? But yeah, I'm happy to do other things on the show, but it's been fun to do Biden. And I do try to George Bush seniorize it in that I take liberty. He never said, I can't believe it's not butter. I make it a character. And when I'm doing the character, I like the character I'm doing. Like I like the character of Joe Biden that I do. So anyway, that's all I got to say.
He's a nice man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a human thing. Neil Young used to say that about politics. It's a human thing, man. Because when I told him I was going to the White House, we were after SNL, we were sitting, I'm going to the White House to George Bush Sr. He goes, it's a human thing, man. So in the end of the day, all the politics, it's a human thing. And so I would love President Biden to come on and just be fun to do a little thing with him.
Judd went to Coachella with Biden, I think.
Judd
hangs with all the celebs.
So enough about that. Now,
what about your comedy?
What are you doing with this comedy thing now?
I'm at the New York Comedy Festival. I'm at the Beacon Theater on November 9.
You're headlining the Beacon by yourself?
I have some friends. It's surprise guests. Last time I did it, Sandler came and Mike Birbiglia. So this time it's always it's a secret, but there will be people there that you'll be happier that they're there than I'm there. You're kind of really just hoping I tricked people into joining me, and that's the reason to go. And I can say right now, there are people way better than me on the bill, secret people you'll be excited about.
So, but are you going last? Are you headlining?
Well, that's always the question, isn't it?
Because when we do Largo, sometimes it's Judd's night.
Yep.
And I'll go on and go over to see Judd and hang out. But sometimes, Judd, you do beginning and then middle and then end, right?
Sometimes I do like 20 here, 20 there.
Yeah.
Depending on how it's going. But I'm also in Atlanta at the Variety Playhouse this Sunday. These are all benefits for hurricane relief. Like David Spade, I've made all my shows benefits for the Red Cross for hurricane relief. Right, David?
That's nice,
that too,
yeah.
Right?
I gave fat ones to the Red Cross about 10 years ago, remember? I think you remember because I put out a press release.
That's so covers
They haven't spent it all. They can't spend it all.
So you can juddapatow.com/events, and the one in Atlanta, the money goes to Georgia, and the one in New York, the money goes to North Carolina.
That's cool. What's the date of the Beacon one?
It's the 9th of November, and it's the 3rd in Atlanta.
And what day of the week is the 9th?
It's Saturday.
Okay.
And it's just Saturday. A few days after the election. So it could be any kind of night, depending on where you sit.
Because I was if it was a night I could be there, because I will be in New York, but if it's Saturday night, it might be tricky. I was just going to be in the audience and raise my hand and then, and then come up and do Biden.
Do you have a show that night?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Probably. But I happen to be there. And then, so that's the 9th at the Beacon for the hurricane relief. And then the second one's is on what night of the week?
On the 3rd in Atlanta at the Variety.
It's a Saturday, right?
Got it.
It's funny when you give money to Red Cross or something and you do a nice gesture immediately after someone like Taylor Swift gives $1 million. Everyone goes, and wait, what'd you give again? I go, well, listen, it all is thrown into the pot.
$1 million became the kind of bar of like,
it has to be at least $1 million or
and
what are you doing?
Can't be like, I'm going to give $75,000. And it's like,
and someone else gives 10 million.
I know. That's the problem is that when you do these things, you say, like, you're going to do an event, you'll make some money, and then the money just goes there. We don't need to know how much. It's all positive vibes. It's all going to a good thing. Go ahead.
Do people give privately anymore? Or is that not in fashion?
You're not allowed to not brag about it.
Okay. Well, I could do some retroactive bragging then. So I was not posting on.
It's like you try to give money to a politician, and then Elon Musk gives them $150 million.
Yeah, that's right.
I know.
It's like when you see someone go, "Oh, we saw George Clooney leaving this restaurant, and TMZ caught him giving a bum $100." I mean, a homeless guy. I mean, a not home guy, whatever it's called.
Well,
and then they go, "Oh, well, when there's 18 paparazzi there, I'll give 200. How about that?"
It's $1,000 for $1,000. Let's talk about trending. Bang for your buck. You go to a diner with friends or whatever, and you leave $1,000 cash tip. So you're for people that were blessed by America in our lives, we can do that, and that'll trend big. You know. But if you give $500,000 instead of $1 million for hurricane relief, people are like,
Yeah, Sandra Bullock gave more.
Yeah, Sandy.
Yeah, but when you give a big tip at a restaurant like that, then the next time you come back, when you bring it back down to 22%, then you're dead.
Oh yeah, they always heard. It's true. Bill Murray said I think he said he had to carry 20s during SNL. Then now it's 50s. Now it's 100s. Because if anyone gets a little less, they go a little tough out there in the career.
Bill Murray.
Because you're only getting
financial
100
problems
every time. Look at when they take my bag down to the car. It used to be the bellman, then he's gone. Then there's another guy with the trunk open. Mr. Spade, this all good? I'm like, oh, that guy gave it to that guy. I have to dust my bag for Prince to see who I give money to.
I
grazed it.
If you go to the hardware store and on the screen, it asks you what your tip is. What's your move?
For buying nails?
Yeah.
I go, well,
a tip
I just
for
went and
nails?
picked them up and brought it here. So
I just tip half. I just tip half. And when I go to a Four Seasons or that kind of hotel, I pack my jacket with 20s. Yeah, if it's half at a restaurant, I pack my jacket with 20s like a magician.
50%er.
And then any guy leaping valet or whatever, it takes me usually, which I'm fine doing this. I know it's not what's going to break me. It takes me about $200 to get to my room. But then I go, well, why not? I mean, I worked on tips. Did you ever a waiter or a busboy?
I was a busboy. I was a busboy at the East Side Comedy Club on Long Island because I wanted to watch comedians when I was in high school. First, I was a dishwasher.
I had the same trajectory. Yeah, dishwasher was.
But I couldn't see the show because I was in the kitchen. I was like, this is a miscalculation. I can't see. It was literally like Rosie O'Donnell.
Was it
and
the
Eddie
Hobart
Murphy,
3000 where you'd run it through a thing?
The Hobart?
Hobart 3000 was my dishwasher, and the dishes would pile up. You'd get no break, and I would eat off the plates that were left over.
Would you eat off of it? 'Cause I had a friend who was a waiter, and he ate like half a hamburger off someone's plate, and then both his arms got hives. So we all realized not to do that.
I ate everything when I was a
hives
busboy.
from a hamburger. I can't connect those dots.
Well, who knows what saliva from the
That's
guy
what he told his
last
girlfriend.
Yeah.
She goes, how'd you get these bumps? He's like, babe, you know I'm a busboy. I ate the wrong hamburger.
I loved being a dishwasher. I love just having my hands and everyone's melting wet buns and breads. And it was like a video game because they would dump the dishes and you had to clean them fast so the area where the dishes got dumped didn't get too loaded up.
Right.
And it was like a human video game.
Yeah, and then you'd stack them and they'd be hot. You stack the bread roll plates and and then you'd have to mop the entire kitchen for the night shift or day shift and clean up for hours afterwards.
Oh, when I was doing those, you put them all in the racks, Judd, and you push them into the steamy machine. And that smell, if I cut through the kitchen and you smell it, I just go, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm not doing that anymore. It's so hard.
Oh, I get the opposite. I'm just like, oh my God, that was so fun. I used to put on Foreigner 4 and listen to Jukebox Hero while I mop the floor at 1:30 in the morning.
Okay, that's cool.
It was a Monday. All right. Well, I think that's enough for Judd. He did a great job. We had a lot of fun with Judd. He had his curtains almost closed. He did everything right.
Let me just ask you one quick question. Where are you in your stand-up right now? Are you in shape? Do you have a new thing? Are you in your stand-up or?
I do have a new hour, and I think it's kind of interesting. I tell a very long story about taking ayahuasca that leads to a lot of other kind of stories about youthful trauma that is kind of interesting. I usually don't tell like a really long story, but this is such a crazy one.
Sometimes
people
they're
talk
good.
about
It's good to fill
ayahuasca
time.
on this podcast and our other sister podcasts. Ayahuasca, MDMA, whatever. Neil Brennan.
Have you done the ayahuasca?
I have not. I did mushrooms in my 20s, and I thought I'm good.
David? No, David's not. He's not going to do that.
He's not
risky like that. I did read that you were shopping with Leslie and you were sitting over on the side or something. There's a lot of reports on you sometimes on the sites, and a photo. And a photo.
Although one thing, David, you'll relate to is when I took ayahuasca, my back was out, and I thought, what if I'm tripping and just start like leaping, but with a bad back?
Yeah.
And that's why you can't do it because your back, your neck will go
my
out.
neck, yeah. Would it fix it?
Or it would fix it, and it would
because I'm sure a lot of it's mental.
Were you kind of, without being pithy, were you fixed a little bit, or I guess it's in your stand-up?
Was I what a bit
fixed? Neil Brennan just said it between ayahuasca and MDMA, and this is all public knowledge or whatever, he kind of got out of his depression. It really helped him, at least last time we talked.
It was I'm Catholic now. That's the only big change.
That's a fix.
Me too.
I'm Lutheran. I'm Lutheran.
I'm Lutheran too. I was raised Lutheran.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah.
All
okay.
Right. Well,
interesting.
Thank you, Judd.
Well, have a nice time in New York. If I'm not in the show, I'll drop by.
Stop by after dress.
Yeah, I could just squeeze over there. All right, Judd.
Miss you.
I'll
see you soon.
you.
Judd's stand-up is funny. Go see it. I've seen it. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it.